I am live, yeah. Hey, Hypnotic.
Testicles.
I am live. How are you? How have you been doing, Hypnotic? Bro, I fucking set up the VOD. Let me make sure Skeleton's doing its thing. Is he here, lurking in the distance? Yeah, okay. I have had the weirdest lazy day ever. But yeah, there's already the VOD up for the last stream. I'm in good streamer mode today. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Surprise, kind of sort of surprise random stream. End of last stream. I was like, maybe I'll do another stream tonight. I don't know. Moon's going to be staying up a little bit, so. Because of that, I figured true crime. We're not after this week. Yeah, let's fucking go. I made dinner, but I'm not hungry. I have like some sweet snacks on my desk if I really want to munch on something, but I made pasta, spaghetti, and then I had some bread stashed away for something else, but I decided to cut it up and then people could have it with dinner. And then I also made up some Italian sausages, vegan Italian sausages. So it's bussin'. But I'm not really hungry. I figure after the stream I'll eat food. This is normally what happens. I have freeze-dried Skittles and I have vanilla cotton candy just chilling here that I will probably be snacking on. Honestly, I'm just kind of bored. And I'm still kind of wired. If I knew for a fact I had more time, I'd probably be playing... Yes, it's vanilla cotton candy. If I had more time that I knew for a fact, I would probably... I like the taste of vanilla sometimes. If I knew that I had more time, I'd probably be playing some more Dead Space, if I'm going to be honest with ya. Because I do kind of want to play more of it, but I know that I'm not going to want to play only an hour at a time. Or an hour and some change at a time. So I was like, yeah, true crime. So we might get to see everything. I went ahead and pulled up some videos that look kind of interesting that are somewhat recent. Two of them are mostly body cam. Actually, no, that's a lie. I think the first one is body cam and it's interrogation footage. The second one is mostly interrogation footage that I'm aware of. And then the third one is strictly body cams. I also want to figure out how to set up so that I kind of want to set up like a goal for a thing or another, either somewhere in stream chat or on screen. I talked about it a little bit in the last stream. I want to figure out how I can set that up. I need to actually like sit down and figure that out. I'm gonna probably try to do that after this stream ends. Cause I just double checked my PayPal and I have almost enough for a stream deck, and that's bussin'. And that is straight up just from Twitch payouts. So that's bussin'. But I kind of want to like have something shown on stream or like off to the side that people can see. It's like, oh, this is going for this, and we're trying to do this. Not too much moose? What? Huh? How the hell you have too much? I'm in my comfy burrito blanket hoodie thing. I might steal a blanket because I don't have a blanket. Oh. Well, that'll do it. Mini pot pies are so fucking good. That's one of the things that we still have to make by hand for the most part, at least in the part of New York that we're in. That's not something I could just like go to the store and get that's vegan, which is kind of annoying, but pot pie is bussin'. It's not that hard to make too, it's just tedious. And my entire family loves pot pie, so if I'm making pot pie, I know I have to make at least enough for everyone to have a piece, or else someone's gonna lose their fucking mind. I was! What are you talking about? I was live for almost 4 hours earlier today. I talked for like 45 minutes to an hour, and then we played massive video game. We destroyed so many zombies. And I only died, actually, surprisingly, a couple times. What the fuck? How are you doing today, Alphonse? This is a sort of like surprise random chaotic stream, just because Moon's staying up, and I still have a lot of energy, and I'm bored. So I figured true crime could be bussin', because honestly, if I wasn't streaming, I'd probably be bundled up on the couch watching true crime. Hey, let's go. Let's fucking go. My grandma likes to make crispy biscuits and cover them in the innards of pot pie. Ooh, that sounds awesome. That sounds really fucking good. What the hell? Show recipe. Currently washing the okay. Okay. Nice. The crusty cooch with a K. I love that. It just makes me think of like an MS Paint fucking drawing of each thing. Top text, bottom text, crusty cooch. That just sounds like gravy with add-ons, but it sounds delicious. Yeah. Well, because I mean, biscuits and gravy slap, so that's just like bonus biscuits and gravy is what that sounds like. My mom will do that sometimes if we have extra pot pie filling, because she usually makes, whenever pot pie is made, we usually make a vat of the innards because we usually do at least 2 pot pies. Yeah, okay. So my family kind of sort of does that already when we do have leftover innards for pot pie. Because it fucking slaps. Which makes sense considering what it is. I'm lazy though, and I usually do drop biscuits. Although they're still busting. They're not as good as the biscuits you roll out. They don't have that flakiness. I should make some actual biscuits at some point soon. The problem is I need to get all the ingredients for that shit. Pot pie is bussin'. Honestly, pot pie and stew and chili are like my 3 favorite things to eat. Because there's so many, you can do so much with them. Like there's a bunch of options variety wise for those. You can have chili with certain veg and certain proteins and certain beans and certain seasonings, and it kind of changes the whole thing. Stew is a little less like that, but you have a lot of like leniency when it comes to vegetables and seasonings, and same with pot pie in my opinion, because my family does a bunch of variations on it depending on what we have in the house and what everyone's in the mood for, what the time of the year is. Veggie stew is so good. My favorite thing to do is actually basically the vegan equivalent of beef stew. Potatoes, carrots cut up big and chunky. Onions also cut up somewhat big and chunky because they're going to melt in the broth if you do it correctly. Like half cloves of garlic. Celery. I'm trying to remember because my brain is off. A mix of vegetable stock and then vegan beef broth. A little bit of parsley and oregano. And of course salt and pepper, because you gotta have salt and pepper. And they make vegan, what the hell? Hypnotic. And they make vegan beef tips. And that shit is bussin' in stew. And then you just let that shit fucking simmer for hours. Oh my god. I would eat like a Skyrim NPC if I could, quite honestly. That and a hunk of bread is so fucking good. That's one of my comfort foods. Sushi is my weirdest comfort food, and I'm going to be able to make that soon. So this is Poggers. What the hell? What the hell? Weird. Weird as fuck. Oh, is Trigger Fire Alerts working? We were having issues last stream. They were kind of sort of working. Where's my boy? I want to make him bust it. Actually, no. Where's the helicopter one? I want to make him helicopter. Helicopter, helicopter. That's fair. I mean, it's valid. I like sushi because it has rice, which kind of sticks in your gut, and then I love the mix of rice and vegetables. I also think seaweed is vastly underrated. Like, nori is good with things. Like, the Western world does not use nori enough. I'm gonna be real here. I know it's a weird, random fucking, but it's good. Like, has anyone had, like, the seaweed snacks where it's, like, roasted seaweed sheets cut up and then seasoned? That shit is bussin'. Ooh, yeah, no, you can't have too much wasabi. And that's the thing. You can use other sauces. There's, like, sweet chili sauces you can make. There's soy sauce-based sauces that you can make. There's, like, a bunch of options for sushi, too. What the fuck? It's not the fact it has to do with any kind of anime. It's a good food. You make me sad. You make me so sad. No, that's fair. I'm not judging you, Alphonse. I'm judging Hypnotic for judging us. Or, I guess me in this circumstance, since you don't like sushi. What the fuck? You want some weird shit? Nah, that's also fair because you got a lot of texture going on in sushis, depending on what one you're getting. I also know that with the seaweed and stuff, it has its own. There's a lot of people that I know that don't like fish and other things, so I get it. Let me see. We'll do that. Was this the first one? Yeah, this is the first one. I'm stupid. This is the first one. Yeah, we should be good there. So there weren't any names in this, and I didn't want to watch the video and like ruin it for myself because I'm reacting to it and also checking it out. But this was posted by one of my favorite. Well, I'm not subscribed to it on this channel. This is one of my favorite channels that do like true crime related stuff and like body cam stuff. I've watched a chunk of their stuff, especially the stuff earlier on. But it's just called Moments After Executing His Neighbor. I think it involves gun violence. So there's your warning. It's true crime. And it's a somewhat recent case, as you can tell. What the fuck?
On July 9th, 2022, officers responded to
Why
a
is it
report
so
of shots
fucking
being...
quiet. Suck. Where? Right here. There. You guys gotta tell me if it's loud enough or it's too quiet. I'm a bad judge of that.
fired. The 911 caller...
Hey, look,
On July 9th, 2022, officers responded to a report of shots being fired. The 911 caller reported that as she and her boyfriend were returning home, their neighbor pulled out a gun and started shooting at them.
Take a picture of me, baby.
Oh,
This is what happened when the police arrived at the scene.
yes, fire.
Where's Harvey? Come over here, show me your
So
ass.
wait, they were having an argument? This was just an argument and someone whipped out a gun? I'm sorry, I have to rewatch. I missed what was said. My brain went in one ear and out the other. Also, Moon just entered the room. How are you doing, Moon?
Hi.
Hi. Was dinner good?
Yes.
It was good? It was okay? Yeah. I'll put some fucking pizza seasoning in the sauce so it had some chili in it. Bust it. Alphonse says hi.
Hi. Why do I always wave?
Instinctual.
I'm packing a bag because I'm going with Father tomorrow because he's going to work.
Oh, you're going with Dad to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
They disagreed on their favorite type of canned beans. Honestly, I fucking believe it, dog. Gun violence.
America.
Yeah, America.
Yeah.
What is a tenderloin? It's a cut of meat. I don't know what specifically because I do not consume meat. Let me look it up. We're learning. That's not how you spell that. I'm really learning.
I should. I watch a lot of cooking shows.
Well, that doesn't fucking. Yeah, it's just a specific cut. Yeah, it's just a specific cut. Fucking Bing can suck my cock and balls. It's the tenderest part of a loin of beef, pork, etc. So it's a specific cut of meat. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It could be a variety of animals. It looks like it's just a specific. What the hell? The strip of tender meat consisting of large internal muscle of the loin on each side. So yeah, it's just a tender piece of meat. Well, that's not exciting. I could have guessed that by its fucking name.
Officers
Uncreative.
responded to a report of shots being fired.
Okay, so shots
The
fired,
911
shots
caller
fired.
reported that as she and her boyfriend were returning home, their neighbor pulled out a gun and started shooting at them.
Well, that doesn't. So they were just, I'm assuming, arguing.
Take a picture of me, baby.
Oh!
This is what happened
There was
when the
like
police
barely
arrived.
any words said. You want to take a picture of me, baby, and then fires off shot. How old is this man? Is this an elderly man? It seemed older. He seemed older. I need to start working on my fucking New Year's resolution. Hey, work towards bettering yourself. I kind of hate the whole, like, I have to set resolutions and stuff. Set goals for yourself throughout the year that seem attainable, and just try to work through that. Like, don't be too hard on yourself, but try, you know? What the hell?
Arrived at the scene.
What the fuck? Gamer moment.
Where's Harvey? Come over here, show me
Yo,
your
they
hands.
got
Put
the
your
big
hands up.
guns on him too.
Walk towards
Is that
me.
just because there's a shooting thing?
Walk towards me.
What the fuck?
Keep walking, keep your hands
Dude,
up.
I would only be able to do that if people were paying me to not have a job. I have no problem streaming damn near 24/7 if I can make enough to justify it. I have a habit of not saying them out loud because I know the moment
behind
the
your
words
back.
escape my lips. Okay, that's fair
Hands
enough.
behind your back.
Usually my general New Year's Eve, like
Sorry,
going into the New Year goals, just to better myself in
Okay, go contact.
at least one way throughout the year to grow. The biggest one end of year for me this year was to build back up some of my savings and try to
Police
get better with my
department!
money, which so far it hasn't
Can you
been
step
too
out,
bad.
please?
We've been shot.
Okay.
They shot at us from the back.
Okay.
Look at this. My boyfriend. He's been there in the back and in the front.
Two GSV victims, one shot in the back.
Could you fucking... Oh, in the neck? Did you just say in the neck? What the fuck? Could you imagine coming home from your fucking chilling with your boy, with your girl, whoever, whatever, your partner, and just getting fucking shot at? That's some fucking Texas ass shit right there. What the hell?
Victims,
I want to hear what he says.
Where is it? Where are they shot?
two GSV victims, one shot in the back.
In the back.
I think he said one shot in the back, one shot in the neck.
That's gotta fucking hurt. Holy shit.
I need another glove.
If anyone tries to shoot at me because I live in America and this is something that could happen, I hope they just get me right in the middle of my eyes, dude. I don't want to suffer.
Stop.
And there are so many ways you can suffer with a gunshot wound.
Apply some chest seals there. Stand me up.
Look at how old this motherfucker is. Why are you doing this? Grandpapa, why? I'm tired of him. What did they do to you to justify whipping out a gun, though, brother?
Can we take everything out of your pockets?
I'm gonna go ahead and stand you up.
He looks like a biker.
You shot?
He's wearing a Harley Davidson
You shot?
fucking tape.
No, are
He's
you
wearing
shot?
a Harley Davidson wife beater. What the fuck? Oh my god. I fucking can't.
Give me a glove.
Are you shot? What was that reaction?
You shot. Shot?
What he said? Cause what the fuck was that reaction?
You shot? You shot?
Yeah, I shot.
No, are you shot?
Are you hurt, sir? Oh, no.
He's just like, yeah, I shot. What the fuck? Grandpapa needs medications and not guns.
Give me a glove.
He's so happy too. He's so fucking happy.
Give me a glove.
That smile was not okay. Oh, that's gotta be so fucking traumatizing. Like, oh.
Somebody.
I would love to know more context as to like what. I mean, obviously they didn't like each other, but I'd love to know the context building up to this. Nothing justifies whipping out a gun.
Hang on, brother.
Like at all, but
Hold on. Put that one in the back. Put the one in the back, and then
I just could not imagine, bro.
He got mad because I was video recording like the officers told me.
He got mad because I was video recording.
Hey.
Who's the guy? Who's the bad guy? You the bad guy?
He just said, yes, I am! Oh!
Tied him down, right?
No, not yet.
What the hell?
Tied him down really quick.
Okay, go ahead. Can I have you stand right here? Okay, well, I'm still gonna conduct the
He
search,
is
sir.
so, like, this is surreal.
Just
His
make sure that I'm
reactions
looking
to
at
this is surreal as hell. He's just okay with it. If anything, he
What is
seems
this,
happy.
change?
He smiled! He fucking shot
ahead
at
and separate your
people
feet,
and
sir.
smiled.
Go ahead and separate your feet, sir. Separate your feet.
He do got that Harley Davidson shirt, though.
We don't have anybody outstanding. We have
Oh, no. I did not download the videos like I said I was going to last time because this isn't planned.
You have
This
any
was
knife or
very
anything, sir?
last minute. Next planned true crime stream, I'm downloading the video, so we don't have to deal with ads.
Are you hitting anywhere else, brother?
Chances applied.
Are you hitting anywhere else? No. All right, relax.
You got another one. Negative.
Here. One through on this guy.
We need to scan and check for another one. Check for anything else.
Yeah.
Here, we need to cut his clothes off.
I know they have to have it blurred.
Man, can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, there you go, Smith. Can you cut his pants off?
What's your name, bro?
Hey, pay attention to me. Hernandez, you guys need to cut her clothes off. We need to check and scan for different entry and exit wounds.
Drama naked, alright?
These people fuck with me long enough. I'm tired. What?
Do you have any knife or anything, sir?
What?
I had a gun, I used it.
Checked him good?
Yes, sir.
I had a gun and
Pat him
I
down?
used
Yes, sir.
it.
All right, let's go secure him in the unit.
Oh.
I ain't gonna do nothing.
Hold on. I know.
Yeah, you already fucking
We'll get you
shot
double
at me.
handcuffs that way they're not.
Like, that's the
not too
most
tiny,
pussy
okay?
ass shit. I'm gonna fire on people who have no idea
Okay, go ahead.
Do no more.
are unarmed and not directly doing anything to me.
People me long enough. I took care of it.
The officers did their best to
What
treat
the
the wounded
fuck?
until the medics arrived.
Hey, relax. Relax.
You're good. Come on, take a deep breath for me, okay?
Chest seal applied.
Tell me and I'll help you.
Hey, check her arm. She's been shot in the arm too. Hold on. We don't have anybody else. We have a suspect detained. We're dealing with two Scene secure, 906.
I'm glad they were able to get into the house.
You got hit anywhere else?
I hope one of them
you got
at
hit
least
anywhere else?
survived.
No? Okay.
Because he would have fucking executed them. Like, I could totally have seen him just finishing them off
You get hit
outside.
anywhere else?
Yeah, we knocked out the house. We can get.
We got a suspect
Hey, my man, lie still for me, okay? We don't want anything to get moved around.
Let us help you first.
Nice one. You can take the time.
Jesus Christ.
So exactly, what did you see?
I saw somebody come out from
These are also ranch-style homes. I do not like these homes. Although that's probably the best style home for my dad because of his back issues. You don't have to deal with the second floor. I don't know. They're just funky.
Okay. And what
I
was
know
he
there's
doing?
a couple that lives right here.
And that's the
Look
person
at a little dog! Little dog! My fucking brain immediately zoomed in on the dog over here. I think it's a wiener dog.
Kane.
But it's a doggo.
No, he don't live here. He lives
He
over
could have
there.
fucking heard the doggo. I will punch that old
Okay,
man.
I came in a little bit late. So, where did he come out of?
What the hell?
His house.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't like how.
Right here.
Oh,
There's a guy and a girl.
yeah! He's saying hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are there so many people?
In
Why
this
is there
house?
screaming? And
Okay.
why were there loud noises?
What happened?
So I was going home and he saw this.
Who did?
And I saw her, man.
The guy next door.
I ain't gonna do
Well,
nothing.
it's able
Right on, man.
also
We're
give
just
a
doing our
statement.
job,
I'm
okay?
hoping
It's
he
just precaution,
survived.
okay?
I mean,
So safe.
Okay, you just go ahead and put your back, and then just we'll slide you.
huh?
Oh yeah, right there.
1100. Let me put my
I
leg
would
in there
shove
first.
his fucking ass in the car.
I didn't need to do that.
Motherfuckers are suffering right now strictly because he decided he was gonna whip out his gun. I'm sorry, I got like no fucking clue when it comes to that.
You having a hard time
Because
getting
for
in?
me, the whole like, okay, for me, like owning a gun is just like any other like responsibility. That's why I get upset and I get so fucking heated whenever it's mentioned that, you know, they had a firearm, or they had multiple firearms, but they didn't have a safe place to put it. Because for me, if you're going to go through the process and get something like a gun, it's kind of like if you're going to get alcohol in my brain. You have to take the correct steps. You're not going to drive drunk. You're not going to, like, there are things we do and we don't do. And it's really easy. Like, ah.
Yeah, no, let's secure him in the unit.
Okay. Can you go ahead and try to put your foot up there?
I'm trying.
Go ahead, if you need to lay back, I got you.
Shortly after, the medics arrived on the scene to treat the victims.
She's been shot in the sternum and the arm. She's been shot.
Four on this side. 4 holes on her.
Go ahead. Hey, one of you guys have a phone?
No.
Let's start photographing everything. I don't know what happened, but both the female and the male have multiple gunshots. They said it was this guy. This guy came out. We detained him. We don't know where it happened, so that's why I'm telling these guys we need to scan and check.
It's a couple. It's a skinny girl and a guy, and that's what it looks like. He came out from back here.
Okay.
I couldn't really tell.
And you've seen them go to the Kilby, or you see? Okay.
They go right here, and I have my van, and they go back here. Of course, everybody knows that's where the Kilby's at, so everybody knows that's where the Kilby's at.
How fucking frightening would it be to be next door when this happens? You just hear gunshots ring out and just chaos.
I don't know what.
Do you know his actual name?
Pet the dog!
Frog.
Pet him!
He goes by Frog.
Frog? And you don't know his
I don't know if we should do the screen.
actual name? No?
Like, I don't think I would do well owning a tiny dog, but
Hey, we're gonna take.
I fucking love dogs.
I guess we'll go to Mountain View.
They're so fucking easy.
Well, both are that's you can probably fly one. You can probably take the other.
I kind of love how the dog is just free roaming while all this happens. Because he was like right in front of the house where it happened.
Yes, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so yet. If you could work on that, that'd be cool.
So they gotta turn it to the right arm. It looks like
Ma'am, what is your name?
No, I was shot from the back.
I have your info, sir. You have your info? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. Ma'am, when's your birthday?
And did you hear anything? Any gunshots? Any loud? No, I haven't been here.
Did she just say no? How did you not hear gunshot? I'm so confused. Actually, I would be that fucker because I have soundproof earbuds and headphones I wear constantly when I'm at home.
I don't know, George, please hear when this happened.
Were you here when this happened?
I was walking with my headphones. She saw a lady yelling outside from the door.
Headphones.
But I didn't. I just ignored.
Okay. Well, you just heard the yelling?
Yeah, just the yelling. She was yelling something.
How long ago was that?
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
You know who she was yelling with?
She just came out of the door. She was yelling to me, but like, since, you know, I didn't want to get in trouble or anything, I just kept on.
Is there anybody else that lives here?
Somebody else?
Is there anybody else that lives here? No?
You want me to push you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not push too hard.
What's wrong with your legs? What's wrong with your legs, sir?
Like, I'm not pro cops doing anything, but he deserves to slightly be abused a little bit. I'm sorry. Again, it just pisses me off. He decided
Do you need
to
medical
take
attention, sir?
their
Are you injured?
lives into his hands, and in such a pussy fucking way.
I just
Such a pussy fucking way.
And what kind of bike is it?
What kind of bike does Frog Sunbird?
It's a small one.
A small bike?
That's why I think that's why I kind of enjoy for the DUI fucking. I'm snoozing the ad for the DUI fucking. Oh my god, for the DIY like for the arrests. I kind of love it when tasers are whipped out and used because motherfucker deserves to be tased. That's just karma. You made that choice. That taser should be used.
Do you know the son's name? No? How old do you think he is?
The one I told you hi earlier today, how old do you think he is?
23 years old.
22 years. Okay. And you said he was here when that happened?
He may have been here. There's a good chance he may have been. I was inside, I don't know, but he was usually at the house of the man that we took in. Frog. He's usually in there. If he's not there, then he wasn't there.
So did he shoot from his property? Because it looked like in the 2-second clip we saw, they were just walking past the property, and she whipped out her phone when he started probably acting sussy.
And you said he was
And then he released shots.
He lives there.
Like he stays there, but he's like back and forth. Like, you know what I mean? Like he'll stay there for like a week, and then he'll like bounce around.
So he just chills.
Okay.
Because I see him back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
That guy wasn't inside here. What is he doing in that white truck? Yes, I do.
Is anyone out for it?
I want to press charges. I'm leaving. Oh, I want my purse. Okay, I said I want my purse, or I'm not leaving the property.
What the
Yes,
heck?
you can.
You could tell from the camera angles where it panned they were on the fucking sidewalk.
Then help me get me my I need to let my daughter know so my daughter can employ my son. I cannot have you guys go take me. No, I need my purse. I will not get medical transportation until I get my purse. I need that purse. Okay, then you're not gonna let me. I'm gonna fucking go. I need my purse. You guys are not understanding how severe I need my purse and that phone.
You need medical attention right now?
Got fucking shot.
My son is in danger. Do you not understand that?
I understand that.
No, you don't.
Do you know your son's number?
I told you guys about this earlier. You guys took the threat as a joke. Now look at me. Because you guys decided to take this as a joke, right?
Did they really
When
go
I
to
called
police
about
before
this
this
threat
fucking
earlier,
happened?
right? I want my purse because I'm entitled to have it.
This is why I hate situations like this, because there are plenty of situations that escalate to like unnecessary violence and even killing when you have reports to cops and stuff, and it's because lawfully they can't do A, B, or C until something happens. And I'm just like, it's the dumbest shit. You have all of these red flags, you have all of these signs, and like, you'd think there'd be safeguards in place, but
Frog, the man next door. I had issues with his son, Cody the Roach.
Is his name
the
Frog?
Was even come and shoot at us. Cody was behind her with him.
Based on the information provided by the neighbors, the officers were close to apprehending the suspect's son and his girlfriend, who had assisted him after the shooting.
Oh.
No living.
Doggo! Oh, that's that. My grandparents had a dog like that. I don't know if it's the same breed, but it's the same like coloring and stuff. YouTube knows that I like doggos. They're adorable. Look at that!
He doesn't understand a whole lot because of his English. He's from Mexico, but
yeah, her name was Runa, and she was adorable. She lived to be older, but she was kind of a dummy. During a storm, she ended up breaking one of my grandfather and grandmother's windows and actually cutting her paw open. And then we had to take her emergency style to the vet so that it could be sewed back up.
This morning, or
I'm like, you dummy. But she was a cuddle bug.
And I thought it was over drugs, but frogs don't do drugs. All he does is drink beer. He's 81.
Fucking 81 years old?
Just, can I get some of your contact information? Just so if I need to come back.
¿Quieres su número, su nombre?
My name and my phone number.
Yes, please. One of the officers noticed the suspect's son and his girlfriend circling the crime scene and swiftly took action.
Get their fucking ass.
No, what for me, dude? I didn't do anything.
Hey, watch that meal.
You still staying here? Where are you staying, on this one or what? Which one are you staying at? At which one? You just came back from here or what?
What the fuck?
Where were you coming from?
We've been cruising around all day.
You've been cruising, you didn't just come from here?
No.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I lost him since earlier.
You what?
I lost him since earlier. We just found each other at the park.
You just found each other at the park right now?
Yeah.
How long ago did you leave from here?
What's going
Really
on?
put John Wick on
How long ago
Netflix
did you leave from
recently.
here?
Never watched the film
what's
before.
going on?
I've never.
We just had an
wanted
incident
the
here.
bad
I
guys.
don't. I want to know if my dad's okay.
What the hell?
What do you mean he's fine? Like
Fair
he's
enough.
okay. You asked me if he's
I've
okay.
never
He's
watched
okay.
any of those films. It's funny because those are the kind of films my
He's
dad
not under
fucking
arrest.
loves.
Stay over here.
I've never gotten around to watching them. I know a dog is part of the plot.
Okay, have a good day.
That's really it.
What am I getting locked up for, dude? Can I know what's going on here?
So you're being detained for the time being, all right? We're conducting an investigation. You're being detained.
Investigation for what though?
I can't tell you that right now, all right? We're just conducting an investigation. You're being detained, all right? Somebody got hurt. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Who got hurt? Hey, who got hurt?
Somebody probably should secure her.
They don't have to give you those details. Because you're a suspect.
Yeah, come here. Come over here. Come over here real quick. You stay here, right, at this house? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna detain you. Don't trouble me. Yeah.
I love that they both have sports
You got
strip.
anything on you to cut me or poke me? Huh? No. Look at me. Do you have anything on you to cut me or poke me?
No, yeah, I do.
Okay,
I have like a nice stuff.
Okay, stay still. Okay, where's it in the bed?
I have all kinds of stuff in my
Okay,
stuff.
all right.
Yeah, I have like
I
my
want to know
cards
what that
in there,
tattoo
like, nothing bad, but I have
looks
my
like.
cards in there.
But you have like an
And
idea?
it keeps like showing on her arm. I'd love to know what it was supposed to be because you can tell it's an old tattoo. I think I want to get a tattoo this year. This year I want to get a little better with saving my monies, which I will do, and then like leaning into the second half of the year, I kind of want to get possibly a couple of tattoos and some piercings, for sure. Some piercings. There's a couple that I kind of want.
I don't want to cut myself.
Yeah, I'm
thinking
shake it out.
No,
on my meat suit.
I got it. Okay.
One's for a meaning.
Is it just like
situation. It's got like something to it.
You're wearing a shirt underneath this, or?
I feel like it would look cool.
You what?
I think it would be okay, you know?
Just for that. I don't want to poke myself because it's gonna make me mad. For a minute. You don't have any needles on you?
No, I don't shoot up.
Here you go, 3. No blues, nothing like that?
Does she have shit in her? Oh, it's the titty pocket.
What have you done today? Anything today?
I had a pee.
No. Don't start. Look
I want to get bars in
start.
my ears.
I'm not doing this with you. If you
Well,
got it, just
actually,
leave
it's a
it.
lot. There's also a piercing that you can get slightly on your inner ear
Stop,
that's supposed
stop.
to help if you have issues with migraines.
Yeah. Stop.
So
Don't.
medically, I tend to have migraines. That might actually help me day to day.
Hold on to her, please.
I get an average of between 1 to 4 migraines a month. That shit's not fun. It's that fucking titty pocket. I don't like the titty pocket. That shit disgusting. Like it's not hygienic. There's no way it's hygienic, you know.
Mint?
What's in that little rag over there?
Fair enough.
Oh, I was just washing my shoes earlier. I was gonna start washing them.
You're washing your shoes? Hey, look at me. There are no.
No, I always
you're gonna tell me you're washing your shoes? That's what you're
Erica,
doing?
every time we've come across you, you got blues on you.
I don't
You
have
got something
blues on
stupid
me.
on you, then that's what we're asking you, man.
There's no need for any of that.
Straight up.
I know that. I was gonna wash my shoes off.
I'm gonna take this out because I can't reach to your pants.
Meanwhile, the female was
Well,
transported to the
part of
hospital.
it for me is a pain tolerance thing for the whole tattoo thing. Like if you asked me a year ago, I wouldn't want any tattoos, but I've thought on some designs and like some placement, and like I said, one of them I want to get specifically on my wrist. And it's a somewhat generic tattoo for people who suffer from certain mental things, but it's one that I want to get just as a significance thing. And it's a smaller tattoo, and I kind of want to see how bad it is on a pain scale, because piercings aren't bad because they're just a pinch, you know? They're not really, like, the aftercare, it can be sore, but, like, it's not the same as a tattoo. So part of me is I want to kind of test my limits and see how painful it is, and if it's something that I want to, like, pursue maybe getting more tattoos. But yeah, that's something I would like to do within the next, like, year. Be kind of bussin'.
As it started coming out, we started going in, huh? This is a
Not
female.
like that! Also, some pain, I'm not gonna be like Mark. Some pain is good, alright? You need some pain in your life. That's just a fact. Unless you suffer from chronic pain, and then I'm like, yeah, you have too much pain. That doesn't count. But, like, your average person, okay? Little pain, not a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing, you know? I like normal stud earrings. My original ones were plated black, which I'm not a fan of, and they were like half a carat. Oh, nice! Let's go. Shiny. Nice. See, I like colorful stuff. I don't have a lot of colorful piercings for my current piercing because it's kind of an odd one. I need like a specific size and all that. For the next 2 piercings I want to get some variety. I want to get some colors and some other things for them.
Like some
I
movies
was
or what?
like, why did the audio die? Yeah, it's because she's telling personal information. Yes, Funkos. I'm not a masochist. I just want to see if I can. See, I'm not saying I'm not a masochist. Ha ha! That's why I said I'm not like Markiplier. I can own up. I can fucking own up to that. Okay. Good for you. I appreciate you and your beautiful, beautiful bones.
I'm just missing support, but it's kind of good if I go to jail so I can fix it.
Yeah. Get it straightened out.
What? Okay, the ad you just saw on screen that was inside this is... Huh? Huh? Okay, I was very confused. You just... My last brain cell just died. Just straight up
Do
fucking
you have any worries?
dying.
Do you have anything on you? Now's the time.
I was like, fucking what?
Nothing inside, nothing like that?
If I suffer with an
Because they're going to find it anyway.
healthy day.
The woman provided the police with more details about the incident.
Carlos turned back to go at him, to tackle him down and take the gun away.
So
I tried to stop Carlos, and that's when he came towards our wall and started shooting at us. As I was on the floor, Carlos was on the floor shot, trying to get to me. I was trying to get inside my home.
So, Carlos was
Bro,
shot
how many
first?
fucking years of therapy
No,
do you need after
Carlos
this?
was behind the wall.
Hell
He
yeah.
started shooting at us, and when Carlos tried to go towards him, he was already shot multiple times and hit the floor.
And after
By
he
the
shot
time-
Carlos, he went to you?
Yes, he came towards me at the doorway. I was in between the doors, both the back screen door and the back door. He came at me and started shooting at me and telling
I'm
me
glad they're
like
able
that
to give
bitch.
partial
And then when we were going in the house,
I
he
don't know
shot.
what the
He hit
condition
Carlos with the
of
back
Carlos
of the
is, but Carlos was able to make out some words while he was at the scene while they were waiting for paramedics, which is kind of awesome because that's not always a thing that can happen. Are we gonna hear anything else from this fucking creature?
Alright, we're gonna get up.
Yeah, well, hold on.
Suffer.
Come on.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. These things are so fucking tight.
Suffer.
Bring out this leg. I'm not gonna unhandcuff you.
I'm not dangerous.
I'm not gonna unhandcuff
Yeah, you only just
Come on.
shot 2 fucking people. Yeah, you're not dangerous.
I get hurt.
I know. Come on.
Yeah, you sound fun.
Damn you, why'd you put me out?
Come on.
I'm not a dangerous criminal.
I just love the I'm not a dangerous criminal paired with the fact that you just shot at 2 unarmed people simply because you were angry with them. Motherfucker, what? You, huh? I pressed a button. I didn't mean to press.
No, sir.
Look at that cell.
Sit down.
Look at
Sit
that
down.
holding cell.
So really quick, James, we're gonna, your property, like your keys in your phone, like how you
That's
do
a
it commercial, we're
temporary
gonna take
spot.
that off you so we can put it in a bag for you, okay? But as soon as you let us do that, then we're gonna take these handcuffs off and then we're gonna just handcuff your one hand. Does that sound fair enough? That way you won't be uncomfortable?
I'm perfectly agree.
Good, let us do that and we'll be right back, okay?
I'm gonna be 81 on 24.
81? Hey, but I bet you don't feel 81 though. You still feel a little bit younger than that.
I feel like about 91 right
91, alright.
No, at 24, I'm gonna be 81.
Hey, and you don't need medical attention? You're all good?
Huh?
You don't need medical attention? You're all good? Medical attention?
Beer?
A beer? Yeah?
What
No,
the
we can't
fuck?
get you a beer, man. You ain't that lucky.
Drinking a beer when it's
Alright, man. Let's chill out and
This
hey, it's gonna be a
motherfucker.
while, but the detective's gonna come and talk to you, okay? Sound good?
What role did they play in it? I know they were like teen, I guess, at the scene or whatever. Live at the same house. But I would love to know what they actually. Don't say it.
How long you been working with us?
I think his behavior just pisses me off more.
I'll show you where it's at. I'll tell you. Speak up.
Shortly afterward, all 3
No.
suspects were interviewed about the incident.
You mind if I call you James?
Call me anything you want. They call me Frog.
I'll call you Frog? Okay.
That's been my name since when I was in the Army.
And why do they call you Frog?
Because I was the only freshman there, and they called French people frogs.
Oh, really?
And I didn't know that, but I liked it.
I didn't know that either.
Better be called a son of a bitch.
Well, absolutely, I can understand that. All right, James, the reason we want to talk to you is about the stuff that happened out there, okay?
That's terrible.
Before we get started, okay, since you came here in the back of a police car and in handcuffs, okay,
Yeah.
I have to read you your rights, okay? Yeah. So right here, I have your rights right here on this Miranda warning card. Okay, I have the exact same card. I'm going to read right off it. You're free to read along as well, okay?
I've never heard that before, but I'll listen.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
I've been living there for 4 years.
Okay.
He doesn't seem to care.
You know, it's nice and quiet.
Oh no.
And
Yeah, let me
these
turn it
people
down.
moved next door to me.
Is that better? Is that better? I'm sorry. I thought it was quieter.
Worthless people, you know. And they call
Why
me
is
out
my
for
audio
like
so
4 or 5
jacked all the
times
time? Jesus
for no
Christ.
reason, you know. Sometimes I'd be out
This
there
man don't give a fuck.
and they come out. So anyway,
I'm having freeze-dried Skittles now. I'm having a lot of sugar.
my son was there. Because my son had a little fight with her son, which he doesn't even live there. And then she started yelling at him and yelling.
Now it's quiet as hell.
And my son took off with his girlfriend.
I'll turn it up a little bit. Fine. There you go. I turned it up halfway. So it should be a little louder. And I'm also loud.
She came out and she was yelling at me because she does it all the time, you know. And these people.
Sound balancing is a thing with
boyfriend,
hypnotic.
he's a pretty big guy, you know. And he's already more or less threatened me a couple of times because he, you know, he's a lot bigger than him, I guess. So anyway, all of a sudden, they were gone, and I was sitting outside. I was drinking a few beers, and I am afraid of him and her too.
I've decided
So I
freeze-dried
did have
Skittles
a
are
gun
my new
outside.
favorite sweet treat.
I've been in the Army. I have a right
I think
to
so,
bear
yeah,
arms.
fun. I
And
know what
I'm
you're talking
afraid
about.
that they're gonna they get a chance to get
You don't want to.
So I was just sitting there drinking a beer, and when they walked by, she started yelling again, and I said,
Yeah, hypnotic. You missed that, actually. My mom fucking wandered into my room like a chunk of the way into the stream earlier today while I'm like killing zombies. And she's just staring at me, and she's got a piece of paper in her hand. And she's like, "Are you making dinner tonight?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she's like, "I'd like it if you did. I'm really high right now." I'm like, "Okay, it's one of those days." And then I made dinner.
shut up, and then he started coming over. So I reached over there and I grabbed it, and it happened so fast I don't remember what happened. I know I shot him. I hope I didn't kill him, but I shot him. He took off running. I shot him again, and then she was running.
Damn, he don't give a
I
fuck.
shot at her too. I don't know. It just happened real quick. I've been pissed off at these people for like a year.
You can be angry and not shoot people. What the fuck?
I hope I didn't hurt them too bad.
Has it ever gotten physical between you guys before?
It's all the time, man.
Where you guys are actually fist fighting and stuff like that?
No.
Okay.
No, but every time he comes by, you know, he always looks at me, you know, and he threatens me all.
So he threatens you. He's never gotten physical with you, and you decided the best course of action was to wait until they're walking in front of the property that you currently stay at, that you may or may not even fucking own, and then shoot at them. What the fuck? I'm kind of high right now. My best friend, when we hang out, and he had an edible before we picked him up. Hell yeah. That's usually what I default to when I'm high. I usually warn people. Yeah, I'm kind of high. You know, right now, it's fine. As long as people are safe about it. It is legal now in New York, so, like, yeah. There's still obviously, like, regulations on how much you can have, and there's even, I guess you can have, I need to relook it up. I think it was, like, 3 plants or 2 plants per household they can actually grow, which is kind of cool. No! It's not okay. I don't like when he's high. He's not himself when he's high. Well, I mean, yeah. Here's what I have to say. You can be... I feel like there's a happy, like, I don't know how to phrase this. My brain's not good with words. You can be blasted, right? Or you can be higher than a kite. And then you can also just have a little bit in your system. And for me, like, having half a gummy or a third of a gummy takes the edge off for me. I'm not in my head as much. My anxiety, it's so much quieter. The dysphoria is so much quieter for the most part. And it just puts me in a good mood. So, like, I don't think it's bad to indulge, obviously, but I don't think it's good to get blasted every time you enjoy yourself. You can enjoy yourself, and it can just be good for yourself, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes you need days where you have those breaks, and you're like, you know what? I need to take the edge off. I'm going to take the edge off with a little bit of a gummy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As long as it's not, like, a severely reoccurring thing. When I say once in a while, it's usually a couple times a month that I cave, and I'm like, I'm going to have a gummy, you know, coming home from work, and just kind of like, I'm very stressed out, and things are okay now. You know? Nah, that's fair.
And she does too. And these are people that have hardly ever worked. Right. He doesn't work. I served 2 terms in the military, and I worked until I was 66 years old.
Unfortunately, the woman's boyfriend succumbed to his injuries, but the police were able to extract crucial information from both the victims and the suspects.
Went home. He's like, I hope they tell me something. I said, don't start. I said,
right now, whenever you got So you had just gotten home from the dispensary?
Yes, we had just gotten home from the store. We didn't say anything. I approached the neighbor's house to see if he moved his trash can
On the right
to
or
the
the left?
clothesline. The one on the right at 316 Colorado.
The one with the white and black shirt?
No. Sergio is at 316 Colorado.
Okay.
He's a neighbor that observes as well, and housing aware of the situation we're dealing with this neighbor and Cody.
These people, she's on PTSD. PTSD, that means you don't want to work, so you just say you get PTSD.
What the fuck? That is not what that means. That is not what that means.
It pissed me off when they try to...
That's some fucking boomer-ass mentality right there. Goddamn. Never mind that she might have her own experiences that genuinely have her suffering from PTSD, and that could be a very valid diagnosis that affects her day-to-day. Like, we're just gonna brush that aside, because she doesn't seem like she has PTSD, and she could be doing stuff. Like, what the fuck? Huh? That is the most boomer sentence I've ever fucking heard. My other friend outright smokes weed and has a bong right next to his bed, so when I came home smelling like that shit, because yeah, it does. That's why I don't like smoking it. I like edibles, because edibles for me is better. It just is. Like, if anyone wanted to mess around with weed, I would definitely just recommend edibles. And if you're not vegan, there's, like, a shit ton that you can pick from. Like, I default to gummies just because it's easier, but there's fucking nerds ropes that have weed in them. Like, we live in the future.
With me?
Like, I fucking can't with that. That's right up there with older people being like, anxiety isn't a thing. Man, fuck you. Actually, fuck you. Ignorant son of a bitch.
So today, when they came back and when they were walking across,
They walk right through my backyard all the time.
Okay.
They don't walk through the front.
So was this in the front yard when they were walking through, or the backyard?
The backyard.
They were in the backyard. And so were you out there on
I
the
want to
little
see that
picnic
video
table?
again. I could have sworn there was fucking sidewalk in the video.
I got a grill. I enjoy life. I take good care of my place.
Yeah.
Look at my lawn.
Oh, absolutely. I noticed that when I went out there. You have a nice flag put up, and you have your lawns all cut.
No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. That's valid too.
Pissed me off when they never done nothing like that, but yet they won't take it out on me.
Right.
You know what? I've been there 4 years. The cops never came there. I had a really nice neighbor, a black guy. He died about 2 years ago. We always get along good with everybody there. And they moved in there right away, man. She's just like a screamer, likes to scream and yell at everybody. And that's when it started.
If what he's saying is true, it sounds like there might be a lot of triggers or something going on if she fucking has PTSD. She probably does default to getting upset or fed up with things and yelling. And yes, that doesn't justify it in every situation or even at all to a certain degree because you are a grown adult. But it does make it more understandable that it fucking happens. Holy shit. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as they're doing their job or they're helping, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I've mentioned before, but whenever I eventually do go into like a proper doctor's office, I'm probably gonna bring up the possibility of like antidepressants or anti-anxiety meds just to see, because I don't mind playing around with that and seeing if it helps. Because if it helps, that would help a lot day to day with things, like so much. I think meds are a very personal choice, and I don't think you should be judged one way or the other if you're on meds or you're not on meds, because everyone has their reasons to go on stuff and to not go on stuff, and whatever works for you works for you, and that's it. End of the day. I mean, that's what they're there for. If you need help and if it works with your brain chemistry and with your body.
And I had it, so today I lost it.
They come by and she starts screaming and yelling again.
She started yelling about Cody, my son, And then I said, get the f out of here, And then he started walking towards me, and that's when I reached over there.
You just grabbed it? And you
Because
fired?
I wasn't going to let him hit me,
And so you fired, how many times did you fire that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. And you were shooting at him?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about her? Did you shoot at her?
Just like that makes it so much worse. I didn't even connect the dots. If she suffered from PTSD already and she survives this fucking encounter, how fucking ass is it going to be to have to work through that? You lost your partner, who I'm assuming if they had a healthy relationship, she somewhat leaned on because you're suffering from things. Like, yes, it's not healthy to fully lean on your partner for anything, but usually, it happens. And like, god damn, all of a sudden you just don't have him anymore and you already have underlying issues severe enough that you don't work. That has to suck. Problem is, some of my meds are starting to work against each other. Like, I had to recently switch out the generic version of one of my meds because they jacked up the price for the stuff I'd usually have, and that shit starts to fuck with the meds to help. Oh, that's ass. Yeah, that's probably the one downside to taking more than one type of medication. You have to really look at symptoms and what happens. Not like that. Well, yeah, like that, but not like that. You know what I mean? Anyone in chat probably knows what I mean. Anyone who suffers from any of the mental illnesses, it happens, and it's like that. Just losing your partner that suddenly has to fucking suck. But to have other things going on at the same time that's horrible. I really hope that she has like people that can help her out, and she has a support circle, and she has that, because not everyone has that. And like, if you're already in a really dark spot, that's just so fucking depressing.
And I don't know how many times I shot her. I was really pissed, And then she took off running too. I may have shot at her too. I don't know.
Did you get up and continue to shoot again at her, or did you just sit there the whole time at the picnic table?
I may have got up.
May have got up. Okay.
You want to take a picture of me, baby? Go ahead. You saw that car. Shot him multiple times. Shot at me multiple times.
And were you guys outside still, or were you guys inside?
We were trying to go inside my apartment. We were trying to get to the door. And they were shooting at us.
What wall were you guys by? Because I know you said there's a wall, but when you go there's no wall.
Okay, yeah, the one in the middle. When you go up, there's that wall that splits both sides.
Because I know where the...
And then it's the door. I had to open the door, and I fell, because by this time he had already shot my hand. My hand started going numb.
Oh no, Alpha.
I had to grab the phone and grab it. Yes.
Okay.
And that, he just kept on. He kept on. He wasn't stopping.
No. No, fuck you.
But the daughter of the suspect's son told the police.
But I would like to speak with you in reference to what happened over there at 904, 906 South San Pedro.
I really don't know much of what happened. Me and my boyfriend, we took off walking.
What the hell?
Oh no. So we're like always constantly looking for him, honestly.
Right.
So we took off to go honestly go find some and try and get wild so we could get some money or something. And by the time we came back, all you guys were there.
Do you know what happened out there?
During the day earlier, that lady next door, me and my man Cody, we were sitting back like just on the picnic table, like just chilling, like just taking a nap or just messing around, like kissing, just being stupid, And all of a sudden I hear
Just being stupid, making out with someone.
talking about us in Spanish and to us kind of on the other side of the wall in the backyard. And I was like, well, I'll say some in English. I was like, you're so bad to say some in Spanish. Why don't you just
Oh my God, shut the
knuckle up and
fuck
say
up.
in English? You know what I mean?
Right.
And she goes, I don't gotta do shit. And she's your man's a punk ass. She starts talking shit. Like, and I've seen her in front of Frog's face. That's Cody's dad.
Okay.
In his
I
face,
love that his
having
nickname
her
is
and her
Frog.
husband
That's
in
probably
his
the
face
only
is awful, and
enjoyable
I find it
aspect of this
between them.
entire
She's
thing.
very vulgar
He's a
towards
despicable
him.
human being, and
He's
the fact that he did
he's
what he
of the
did is
country.
even
He's
worse.
an older man.
But
You
like,
don't need to be in his face, period, being like that. If you want to get in somebody's face, I'm a woman, get in my face. You know what I mean?
Right.
alternatively, fuck that. If someone's being an asshole, you shouldn't get in anyone's face. But like, equality? Like what? He was obviously old enough and capable enough to fucking kill someone, so like, waiter bottle.
And
yeah, boy.
he's not gonna hit you. You're a woman, first of all. You know what I mean?
Right.
But keep on pushing him. I'm pretty sure no one deserves to be talked to like that, especially some elderly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, I'm still talking and I'm up in the street. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come get you some.
Definitely.
And she didn't do nothing. I said, yeah, whatever. Well, Cody had beat up her and her little boy, or he's above age, you know. Cody told him, let's go to the park because he was acting all bad one day. And he said, yeah, I'll go to the park with you. And he manned up and he went to the park. Cody served him.
Yeah.
And he said,
Jesus
yo, man, he
Christ.
goes, much respect, like, you're about your shit, not some just punk ass gangsters like I thought you were.
Right.
He's like, I ain't. He's like, you need to put your mom in check and tell her for talking to my dad like that. And he said, all right, I'll handle my mom's. Wow. He's like, and they were cool after that. Like, him and the son were cool,
Right.
Like, he manned up, like, it was just what it
But
was. He
amen to
dropped
that
it like men,
specific
you know?
move.
But this chick just can't shut up. And it's in the first time we've had altercations with
Here's
her.
where I have to say,
The
she
cousin
probably, unfortunately, has also heard the whole, like, well, if you're going to say something, you say it in English, not just Spanish. Spanish, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. You're an adult. Fucking move on. Shut the fuck up. That shit annoys me. I hear that shit daily from customers that think they're safe saying that stuff to me because I am a white individual where I work, and I don't speak a lick of Spanish, and I'm just like, that's so fucking ignorant. I don't like that. It gives me ill vibes. Like, I just,
gets right there or whatever.
Like, I don't
So
think
I
anyone
told-
should
so I
be
told-
talked
so me
down
and
to
Cody
because
were
they
like,
speak a specific
Yo,
language.
like, why don't you shut up, or before we
Like,
shut you
man,
up, we
shut
shut your
the fuck
son
up.
up. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least he was grown enough and, like, compared to you
Right.
old ass, like, at least he grown enough to do something about it.
Yeah,
And
that
he walked
fucking
away like a
attitude,
man.
just ill vibes.
If you're gonna
Fucking
talk,
ill
say, let's
vibes.
go to the street, let's go to the street. You know what I mean?
Right. Nobody's saying that you shot anybody.
No, I know that.
Nobody's
I
saying
didn't
that.
do
Nobody's
anything.
saying Cody did either.
Yeah,
But they're saying that you guys possibly were witnesses to the shooting.
I didn't see nothing.
You didn't see nothing.
I wish I did because I probably could have stopped it.
Yeah. Because that's on my big
And I
thing
love
is
that a lot
wanna
of the
find
people
out
that complain about the whole mentality or the whole, like, oh, you can speak of this. I love that those motherfuckers are the people who can barely speak English. I'm like, motherfucker, what's your excuse? Because they are learning another language. So what's your fucking excuse? That shit cracks me up.
who saw
Like,
what.
you could barely get a
Because
sentence out and you're complaining about
we kinda
someone
already know
else.
What happened. We're just trying to.
What happened?
Well, that's the thing. I can't.
Is he alive? Is he dead? What happened to the dude?
They're being frogs here. We have him.
Is he okay?
As far as I know, he's fine.
Yeah, he
doesn't-
was armed.
But,
they were
the other
unarmed,
people
you
were
fucking
at
idiot.
hospital,
Jesus
Here's
Christ.
what the suspect's son told the police.
Hey, like, I really don't even know what happened, sir. Like, I really don't even know what really happened. I pulled up on my bike, and then all of a sudden they just told us to get off the bike, and then they just put us straight in the back of the cop car. And I haven't even talked to nobody, or I haven't even really talked to nobody. You know what I mean? And nobody would tell me what was going on. But I know earlier today, like, stuff like happened at the house, where, with the neighbors, shit. You know?
What happened with the neighbors?
My dad's neighbors is always messing with them and shit. He's always, like, the lady's always calling the cops, and there always been no problems and shit. And calling the cops on him and talking shit to him, disrespecting him.
And so
Like,
what
if
happened
he's
to
not
so
doing
the day when
anything
the
to
officers were
warrant
out there?
it.
Did you talk to him?
I have to add this. In most counties, in most states that I'm aware of, if he's not doing anything to warrant it and they call the cops, literally all the cops are going to do is show up, ask like 2 questions, and leave. It's not that much of a fucking inconvenience if you are truly doing nothing that the cops care about. If a fucking neighbor is being annoying and they keep calling the cops on you, if the cops have nothing to go off of, they're not going to do shit. They're literally going to ask like a couple questions. That's it. Because they're going to make sure that that person is either lying on you or something else. Nice. I still haven't gotten that game. I need to at some point. One day.
Do you talk to officers?
One day.
We just settled it and it was alright.
What was the issue today? What was the main reason why the argument was going on?
That was a burp that was just sugar.
Me and my girl were sitting in the backyard and out of nowhere, like we're just sitting there.
What the hell?
And then just out of nowhere, the lady next door and shit, she just started like just talking dude, like in Spanish and about us, you know?
Okay. So that's all you've known or seen or heard or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we have a reason to believe that you were there when it happened. I'm not saying you're the shooter. I'm just saying.
The magic conch.
Can
Fuck
you
yeah!
on your jersey, on your shoulder. You got some on your sleeve and you got some on your shoulder. Because the thing is, man, like I said, I'm not here to say that you're the one that's shooting.
Yeah.
But I know that you were there. I have witnesses that saw you trying to stop it. Is that what happened?
Nice.
No, I just like pulled up in the end, dude. Like I pulled up in the end and I didn't even see what happened, dude. I just know that, you know, my dad was standing there, dude. And he was just saying that, you know, he's tired of them with them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So he's just tired of them with them. And then, you know, and then I just heard like much screaming and shit. And then he just, I gave him a hug, dude. Maybe that's all. I don't know.
Do you know what he shot him with? No. Do you know where the gun's at? You and Erica didn't take the gun, did you?
No.
What is this stance he's taking where he was rubbing his own fucking armpits? What is that? Is that a comforting gesture? That's just a weird fucking. I've only ever done that. Maybe it's because I have tittage going on, but I've only ever done that when I'm like really cold and I gotta heat up my hands.
And we're just trying to understand why. Where did this come from? You know, where did this anger?
You know when somebody keeps picking at you.
Yeah. Breast is yeah. Yeah.
My dad's a good person, dude.
Sometimes people get pushed to a limit. We understand that too. We understand that.
Like if he truly didn't like take
And the reason,
any part in it, which I could see it, him not taking a part in it, him just kind of like being there. I do feel for him, but like I feel more for the fucking victims in this case. It seems like, from what I'm gathering from both situations, they were bickering back and forth. It sounds like the chick has PTSD. We don't know what that's like stemmed from or how bad it is for her. We just know that the fucking old man likes to downplay it like nobody's business. So like, I don't know. It's hard for me to find any sympathy for her. It's really, really hard for me to find sympathy for these fuckers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're in the wrong street, motherfucker. I'm horny like 80% of the time. I mention shit, you know? At least 80, a good 80. Like, what is that fucking posture? I have not seen that.
Tell you guys.
Computer enhance.
He's not a bad person, dude.
All right, man.
That'll do it.
You don't have any warrants, right? I think they said that you were pretty.
Like that I've seen, but like the lead with it is just kind of weird. Where he's like.
The male was charged with first-degree murder,
yeah,
attempt to commit
boy.
a felony, tampering with evidence, and conspiracy to commit tampering with evidence, while his
Yeah,
son was
boy,
charged
get
with
fucked.
conspiracy to commit a third-degree felony,
What's that
possession of
calculation?
firearms by a felon, and tampering with evidence. YouTube
Hell
thinks
yeah.
you'll love the video on screen.
I want to know more about the victims. Is the fucking surviving victim okay? Jesus Christ. Life in prison isn't a deterrent when you are 81 is the top comment. We had an alcoholic older neighbor. As a teen, I was homesick from school and he knocked on the door. I answered it, and although he was obviously drunk, I was still respectful as he was my elder. About 30 minutes later, a bunch of cop cars showed up and had a standoff with him. As it was reported He had brandished a handgun. You never know. Jesus. If you've never had meth head neighbors, you have no idea how bad it can be. The police are very little help. Because, again, it's one of those weird situations where, which happens a lot in true crime stories, where you see red flags and stuff, but there's nothing the cops can actually physically do until something fucking horrendous happens. I'm assuming they're talking about the gun. I'm assuming he might have passed the gun off to the son, and in doing so, they both tampered with the evidence instead of just telling the cops where it was. I don't like this comment. While I do not condone the shooting of anyone for any reason, the lady who was shot sitting in the back of an ambulance refusing to go to the hospital without her purse tells me a lot about her. She immediately followed that up with, it's because she wanted to contact her fucking son. She was scared for her son's life. That, I'm sorry. I feel like that's valid. If you think that someone is in immediate danger, one of your, like, direct loved ones, her fucking son, I actually could see that. It's not that she wanted her purse so she could fucking play Candy Crush or whatever. Like, it seems like she actually wanted to make sure her fucking family was okay. And she was shot. Your adrenaline and everything's running. Like, I just, Jesus. The comments are very back and forth, too. Yeah. Fuck, if I was involved with anything like that, I know I would, my brain would jump to my siblings. Are my siblings okay? I have to get in contact with them because, god damn it, like, this involves a polygraph, which we've talked about polygraphs on True Crime Time before, but it's so fucking sketch. The only time I've ever, like, lended any credence to a polygraph being, like, kind of like usable in a case is when someone just completely and utterly fails every fucking question of a polygraph. Then it's like, okay, that's a little sussy. But, like, in any other instance, I don't heavily believe in the polygraphs because there's a bunch of things that can set off a polygraph and that can fuck with it, and it's one of those things. It's like,
Believe me saying is that I chopped her up into little pieces and put her in a box. I'm like, oh, let's just kill Stephanie and go to jail for the rest of my life. That seems like a good idea to do this morning.
But that's what I mean. If someone, like, completely bombs a polygraph, then my fucking eyebrow is raised because it's like, okay, that's a little suspect. But, like, a lot of times people like to bring up polygraphs where they only fail, like, a question or two, and it's like, to me, that's not enough, because it is a flawed system. If you actually, like, look into the science of it, it can be a very flawed system. This is called Mom Horrified After Son Fails Polygraph, so I wonder how badly he fails.
A cold case killer who's about to get away with murder. But there's one
fatal
mistake he makes that seals his fate.
Okay, so he doesn't get away with
later.
Oh, okay.
Stephanie,
so he doesn't get away with
Michael,
murder,
and
only
their
for 10 years.
4-month-old daughter lived in a duplex in Idaho Falls.
Yeah, no, that's just
Michael's
hilarious because it's just
half-brother
drama
Kenny
for
and
me.
the men's mother Lynette resided there as well. On
No
Monday,
picture for
August
Lynette.
20th,
This is
Michael
so
left
sad.
for work at 6:45 a.m. and received a panicked call from his mother around 12:30 that afternoon. Stephanie had gone missing.
Nice.
And their 4-month-old daughter had been left alone at the house.
Oh my god.
Eerily, the only thing missing from the
Oh my
residence was
fucking God.
Stephanie's cell phone.
What's
Yo,
the difference between
that Mountain Dew cup was beautiful. Did you see that? My eyes fucking zeroed in on that shit real fucking fast. Part of me wants to do, like, something like a true crime or something with eye tracking. With, like, an eye tracker set up so you guys can see where I'm physically, like, looking on the screen. It would be cool to do some challenges like that. Just to see. Because, like, you don't always clock where your fucking eyes go, right off the gate, I didn't mean to do that. We want to unmute it. Yeah, boy.
Only thing missing from the residence was Stephanie's
Wait,
cell.
look at that fucking cup. That's fucking beautiful. Again, there's just shitted everywhere. Like, it just needs a basic cleanup. It's not that hard, guys. We can do this. I believe in you. Although, to be fair, they did have a baby. So, like a young baby. So, they might have been really tired. And I think it's their first kid, too. So,
Cell phone.
kind of
Eventually,
valid, I guess.
Michael called the police.
I saw that dog go
As
swimming.
it turns
and for some
out, there was
reason
one
thought it
person who
really
saw
adorable
Stephanie
Pokemon fan
last.
art photo.
Michael's
Wait,
19-year-old.
This really adorable. I'm illiterate. This really adorable Pokemon fan art photo are basically service Pokemon. Aww.
Old brother Kenny, who investigators sat down with only 3 days after her disappearance. It would take years for
Jesus,
Kenny's
that's
lies
a
to finally
timeline.
catch
Holy
up with
shit.
him. But when it all comes crumbling down, you'll witness his epic meltdown. The following never-before-seen footage has been analyzed by a qualified team, including a licensed attorney, a licensed clinical psychologist, a former licensed professional counselor, a licensed professional counselor, and a former detective, former
awesome.
licensed polygraph
I assume
examiner,
that's what
and
that
former
was.
hostage negotiation commander and
That's
instructor.
where the reaction came from, because
To
that's wholesome
start,
as hell.
Kenny explains that he woke up around 8 o'clock that morning and called his place of work, Cardone's Car Wash.
And when you got home, Stephanie was there.
Yep.
Okay. Who else was there?
Aww.
Nobody that time.
And then what happens?
Stephanie said she'd be right back. Said okay.
Okay, so
She left. My mom came. Talked to my mom for a minute.
and she leaves just immediately after you got home.
Yep. Her and the baby.
So
I
wait, the
figured they
baby
were
was
just
still
going to
there?
the store. Mike said that she had to go get some Pepto-Bismol and stuff.
I'm confused. Did she go missing, or was she and the
You're home
baby?
basically by yourself at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happens?
Stephanie comes home.
You know what time that was?
Not exactly. It was just 5 minutes after my mom left.
Kenny's use of present tense as he's speaking gives the appearance that he's telling a story rather than what actually happened.
Okay. And then what happens?
I leave and go back to work to see.
How long did you go for you? How after Stephanie arrived did you leave?
Just right away, pretty much.
This is what is known as an exclusion
Man, shut the
qualifier,
fuck
which is much
up.
different than a definitive answer,
Let me
as it
see
leaves
the
the door
thing.
open to the possibility that he could be withholding information. Pretty much is an easy way to avoid technically lying.
I know
The
motherfuckers
suspect
that
can
use
justify
pretty
in their
much.
mind that they told the truth. They just left out a little
Like,
part.
as part of their speech
It's
patterns.
also a form of lying by omission. This is used frequently
Share
by
it in the
skilled
Discord,
liars, as they
brother.
can justify in their minds telling only what they think the other person needs to know, or any other kind of justification they come up with to omit the whole truth. When detectives hear suspects using multiple qualifiers, they will likely see it as a red flag for possible deception. They will keep this in mind as Kenny continues with his story. He claims that he drove back to work to see if he was needed, whereas Gary apparently told him to take the day off. Next, the teenager drove to a friend, Colby's house, where he states that they played video games for 45 minutes.
Pussy
Kenny
time.
refers to Colby as Kobe throughout the interview.
If I got a hold of Kurt Ons and I talked to them and they said that you didn't work Monday at all.
Yo,
Well, I work.
The time clock doesn't
going
show
to
that.
check.
Well, then I must not hit the right button.
You don't wait for confirmation that.
Well, it's normally
Sorry.
it says employee punched in, but normally it's just so automatic. We do it all the time.
Aww.
But there's a lot of times
Oh, I love that. What
you
the
won't
hell?
act like get punched
What
in.
the hell? I love
So what
that.
happens if you're working and you use the wrong code or whatever and you didn't understand what happens then?
You go out to Velma and you ask her, like, you tell her that, well, I was clocked in from here to here, it was supposed to be, but it says I wasn't, and she'll
Sharing
fix
it
it.
with chat.
Yeah,
How often do you
Sharing
do
it with
that?
chat.
whenever it happens.
How often is that? I don't know how.
No,
Every day is it once a
This
week?
is probably the second time it's happened since I started. I worked for 2.5 weeks.
Kenny appears to be unconcerned regarding the fact that his employer is not corroborating his story. Despite this, he adamantly insists that he was at work on Monday, August 20th, and Gary, along with his coworker Jesus, would be able to confirm his alibi.
Jesus is such a
However,
fun name.
this is
I
just the
love
first
that.
of many inconsistencies in his jumbled story.
Remember, I was out there yesterday and I talked to you about those scratches on your. Okay.
When did that happen?
Sunday morning,
That same Monday morning? What time?
walking to work.
First time or the second time? First time. Did you tell anybody about it? I mean, you're bleeding. Did Gary ask you
They
about
asked about it. They said, how'd that happen?
Okay.
And I said, out there.
it? Oh, so Gary asked you about it?
Everybody's asking about it. Did they know what's going on? And
Strangely, Kenny arrived at work with prominent markings along his neck. Seeing as they were vertical rather than horizontal,
Yeah, it's just
it's
so
almost
wholesome.
as if someone had
It's just so
intentionally
wholesome,
scratched
bro.
him. But Kenny had an explanation.
What the
He
fuck?
claims that he merely ran into a tree limb
Man,
on
I
the
hate
south
it when I
side
do
of
that.
Cardone's parking lot.
Anything else?
I hate it when that happens. Although honestly, that isn't me and Trey right there. I walk into the most bullshit things.
Okay. Well, you remember that happened just like you told me, though, huh?
Yep.
Yes.
For positive fact. I know. I know.
Okay. All right.
What Kenny is saying for positive fact is not only an unusual choice of words, but it can also be considered a qualifying statement. Kenny's words provide emphasis, which he may feel he needs in order to sound believable. When people are being deceptive, they're more likely to give evasive answers, whereas a truthful person will give firm yes or no answers.
What you tell me is questionable, and then we can always do a polygraph.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have any problem taking one today? You go ahead and take one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So if I tell you that we've contacted Kobe and Gary, and they say you're full of shit,
I'm glad we take a polygraph test. Me and her always got along. We've never once ever gotten in an argument about anything. Get along with all her kids. Her kids love me.
You get along with Mike well too.
Those poor
Mike's my
children,
brother.
man.
I know that.
Yeah, I get along. I get along great.
So well.
When I first got out of jail, we might have argued a little bit because it took me a little bit to find a job, but that's it. You know, just him wanting me to get back up on my feet and get a job.
Next, the detective asks for Kenny's consent to search his vehicle, and the teenager complies. However, the significance of what is discovered will only reveal itself well down the road, and the findings are shocking to say the least. Without hesitation, Kenny agrees to a polygraph exam. His willingness to help with the investigation makes it plausible that he was simply the last person to see Stephanie when he left the house that day. The detective reads Kenny his Miranda rights while informing him that he's not being forced to take the test. Kenny acknowledges this and signs a document submitting to the exam. However, seeing as how this is his initial interview, it's never recommended that a polygraph be administered this closely to the event.
Here's also the other
It's
thing.
only been 3 days
Personally
since
for me,
Stephanie
right?
vanished.
The biggest thing for me with the polygraphs is I think about how I would react in a situation even close to this. I wouldn't want to be subject to a polygraph test because I know that I have anxiety and other things that can play into fucking with a polygraph test. And that's on normal days, not days where traumatic events happen or where people are missing or, you know, things that would definitely make me a hell of a lot more anxious. I just, you know.
And emotions are likely too raw for a polygraph to yield the most accurate results.
Man, shut up. I don't want to make me.
The purpose of the first interview should be to see what the person of interest knows and lock them into their story. At the end of the initial interview, investigators can ask the person if they would be willing to take a polygraph. If the individual agrees, it should be scheduled for the following week after some time has passed. Still, investigators proceed with the polygraph immediately following the initial interview.
That's really fucking weird. Are they just desperate to throw it on someone? Like, I mean, assuming because they said 10 years later he was caught for doing some shady shit, but...
But if somebody was in here getting questioned, wouldn't they already be kind of nervous? Or...
Well, I suspect so.
I'm not nervous that I did anything wrong. I'm in the detectives. Never been here before, so the whole new thing to me.
Let's see, general anxiety, social anxiety, the anxiety of the situation altogether.
The voluntary system you have complete and total control over. When you want to wiggle your fingers, you tell your fingers to do so, and they do. The involuntary system, that would be the system that controls your heart, and that's the system that I'm going to be paying attention to today. You have absolutely no control over. How are you going to answer each and every time?
Yes.
Perfect. When I asked you if this card was all yellow in color, how'd you answer? Yes. And were you telling me the truth or were you lying? I was telling you the truth. So what should your heart have written out in polygraph language for me to read? Truth. Okay. When I asked you if this card was all yellow in color, how'd you answer? Yes. And were you telling me the truth or were you lying? I was lying. So what should your heart have written out in polygraph language? I should have told you that I was lying. Outstanding. Outstanding. When you lie, even a small lie, you're writing that out in polygraph language for me to read. You're what we in the polygraph business refer to as a textbook responder. All right. Did you realize that you were so sensitive? I didn't. That must be why this thing is working so well for you.
The purpose of these statements are to calm the truthful
I was going to
person
say,
who
that
should
sounds like a load of hogwash. That sounds like a line that's been repeated to calm down the person in the chair, because naturally, if you're going into one of these chairs, you're going to be anxious. Like, and that's where I have issues with the entire test, because I'm just like, you don't, man.
then conclude that they have nothing to worry about now, because this really works and they'll prove they didn't do it. On the other hand, the deceptive person will become very stressed and conclude that they're about to get caught. The examiner will be able to observe these reactions in the person's face as well. They'll either appear calm or extremely stressed. Later, during the post-test, if the individual says this instrument is wrong and the examiner doesn't know what they're doing, the examiner can then remind the person that they were able to pick out the person's lie previously, just as they are currently.
The two main ways liars try to defeat the polygraph is drug use or disassociation. Neither one of them work. The only way that it would work is if you took so much and rendered you unconscious, I had to call you an ambulance to push you out of here. Then you would beat the polygraph because you wouldn't be able to make the test. You couldn't take it. Yeah. The other way liars try to defeat the polygraph is through disassociation.
There's actually other ways to lie with polygraph, or to try to lie with polygraph tests. I'm kind of surprised only those two are mentioned, but I guess it might be because of how old this is as well. But yeah, there's a couple of other ways.
Thinking of something
I would definitely recommend for anyone interested, look it up, because
let's say, for example, you were suspected of killing.
It's, again, one of those things that for me is so flawed. I don't think I'd go off of it unless you completely flopped at least one full polygraph test, if not more. But if you get like one or two questions that you fail, I don't know if I would fully trust it.
Of course. So what I'm telling you, Kenny, is this: there's only one way you can beat the polygraph. There's only one way I can beat the polygraph. There's only one way anyone can beat the polygraph. The only way to beat the polygraph is to not take the test. There's absolutely nothing you can do to.
Because it's also been found that you have people that actually have gone through polygraph tests
expert,
that were able to
also
bullshit
a former
the polygraph.
Instructor. The polygraph consists of 3 stages, including the pre-test, the in-test, and the post-test. The purpose of the pre-test is to ensure the person is calm and relaxed, as anyone would be nervous in this type of situation. Part of the pre-test would include letting the person give their side of the story, and also allowing them an opportunity to confess and save face.
Now, when it comes to Stephanie, if what we got going here is that something has happened and you're very nervous about coming forward because of all the tension of the family and things like that, I want you to get over that, because inevitably the truth will come out, and it looks a hell of a lot better if the truth comes out at your mouth, rather than somebody else, or through facts or through evidence. It just looks better that way.
There are 5 different strategies a liar might use during an interrogation, which are known as stancer, trancer, romancer, insulator, and prancer. Notice how often Kenny nods his head in agreement with the detective or tries to finish his sentences. This indicates that he may fit best with the romancer strategy of lying, because he's likely trying to please the detective, so he won't consider him to be a suspect. However, the detective doesn't fall for this, as he's about to confront Kenny with another piece of conflicting information, yet again painting him in a bad light.
There's been a couple things that have since developed, and that's what I really want to talk to you about. I mean, okay. What about Cody? You said you were over at Cody's house. Yeah. Kobe was contacted. You know what I said? I have no idea. He hadn't seen you in 5 months. He's seen me. Yes, he had.
Colby claims that Kenny had only ventured over to his house 2 or 3 times in the past to play video games, but nothing more. He asserts that Kenny was never at his house on Monday, August 20th, and tells the detective that he had been working from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. that day at Murray Painting and returned to his house thereafter. This would later be confirmed through Colby's employer. His wife, Tori, made sure that her husband was present at all times during the teenager's visits,
I love that one
as he made her feel
Say
rather
a bad
uncomfortable.
word.
Although the reasoning behind
Wiener.
this is unclear. She also denies to ever seeing Kenny on that
What the hell?
Monday.
If something happened,
So it sounds like a lot of things that could be,
I need the explanation.
a lot of
from you
things he
because
could
the
be
problem
lying
with people
about.
is they start making their own assumptions.
The thing that, I don't know, that troubles me the most, I don't know about everybody else, is that the neighbor didn't hear anything. And if somebody were to come in our house and try to abduct her, the neighbors would hear her scream.
Because the family resides in a duplex, it would have been easy for the neighbors to hear of any disturbances. However, they did report to Michael that it was unusually quiet that morning.
She's not really a little girl. I mean, she's small, kind of. Somebody were to try and hurt her, she would fight. I mean, she would fight. I bet she would swing balls, punches, and scream, and try to pick up anything she could.
That is such
Kenny
a
may not
dated
realize
photo.
it
Oh my
here, but he's
God.
giving a possible explanation for the scratches found on his neck.
I can't even imagine what it'd be like to tell her. I mean, her oldest daughter, she's been a freak. She's so cute.
I don't have any helium ball fucking wounds, kid. What is that from? What are you having me quote? I don't remember if it's something I've seen.
She's so young and just old enough that she'll remember, but she'll never know. It's bad. Breaks my heart.
Okay. I just assume whatever you have me do is some type of reference to something.
When something comes up, if somebody knew something, you would expect.
Well, I want them to come out and tell. It's just cause not knowing what happened. So, I don't know whether to be sad, because I don't know if she's okay, or I don't know.
We've had a case like this before in the past, and what happened in that case was there was a bit of an argument, and the guy lost his temper.
I can't find anything with specific numbers.
Accidentally killed him.
80 and 90% keeps coming up for polygraph tests.
That's what happened.
But I can't find a basis for that, really. And there's a lot of articles more recently online talking about that
Take note
number
of how
basically
Kenny
being
uses the
bullshit.
word sick to describe someone who accidentally takes the life of another person. If a suspect is guilty, they usually won't make negative statements about actions that they themselves committed.
This was the article I was checking
This is
out.
similar to how
Wait,
guilty people respond to the punishment question,
Sure,
as they're unlikely to agree to a severe punishment when given a hypothetical scenario of a
it's
crime
one of those
that's
things where
similar
it's just
to what
kind of
they
up in
committed.
the air. I'm not seeing
In
anything
addition, the
strict
detective is
one way or
likely
the
setting
other.
up the potential theme of what happened to Stephanie being an accident.
hell?
By mentioning a similar case, he's trying to normalize the crime in order to make it easier for Kenny to elicit a possible confession.
Yeah, it's what detectives and investigators do, dog. We know.
Just a sick person, not like mental or anything, but just like sick in the head. Like they don't realize
they could have a good reason.
Do I want to know what you're trying to get me to agree to?
I don't know. Stephanie didn't have any enemies. Nobody
Do I
want
to know?
Came to the house mad at her. Nobody ever called her phone threatening her. Nobody. My mom said she had one guy in her group. His name was.
I haven't played Skyrim in a while, and I do not remember names. I'm gonna say yes, just because Skyrim.
It annoyed her because how much he called.
And I guess he
I don't know.
called that morning, but she didn't answer.
I was whenever I play Skyrim, I'm a gremlin who doesn't take in like almost any actual information. Okay.
World's full of second chances.
I am a goblin who walks around, steals things, fucks with people, and enjoys himself. I am a menace to Skyrim NPCs.
In your car. I mean, that doesn't make it right. Just because you didn't mean for it to happen.
Yes. Who hasn't watched Star Wars? No, I'm a goblin in whatever game I play. This is just a fact.
Although Kenny is giving the right answers,
What?
there's an upward inflection in his voice.
That makes me a little sad.
An innocent, truthful person would be more likely to respond with a strong punishment and a firm tone of voice.
What the
This
hell?
suggests that Kenny
That's not
isn't
the same
confident in his
thing.
response,
That's
but
so not
instead
the
is
same
asking
thing.
the detective if these should be the punishments, once again placing him in the
What
romancer
the
category of lying. It's also possible that he's digging for information to see if the detective will provide any feedback
He got
about
that
whether these would be
whiz.
the punishments for someone harming Stephanie, or if the punishment could possibly be less severe. But as the twisted story continues, authorities are faced with another shocking revelation. According to an inmate who had previously served time with Stephanie, she was apparently never well liked by fellow inmates. Although it's important to remember that this was just one person's opinion of Stephanie, and the validity of the statement is unknown. Other inmates may not share in this belief. However, police now have to consider the possibility that
Ew,
someone
never
else
mind,
may have
gross.
set a deadly plan into motion.
Those are the
due
motherfuckers
to
I
an
murdered.
unknown motive. Given Stephanie's past substance
Fucking
use,
uppity-ass
authorities are
bitches.
confounded with an endless list of people who
Uppity-ass
may know more than they're letting
bitches.
on. It seemed that the mountain of possibilities was only growing higher as
What
each
is
new
this?
piece of information
What is
was
this?
introduced.
Show me the blur. What is it? What is it?
That there would be any sort of DNA, Stephanie's DNA found on any of your clothing or in your car or something like that.
I offered him to search my car. I offered him
As Brotherhood of
anything
Piss.
they want.
Oh shit.
Ignore it.
Oh shit. I get so fucking sidetracked playing any of those games. So I don't feel like it'd be entertaining stream content. Off stream, I could see myself playing, but like, I don't know, man.
Nintendo Wii.
Kenny suddenly
Nintendo
sniffs
Wii?
as well if you watch the change in his hand movements when
Gamer?
he's talking to when he's being questioned about his alibi. There's a freeze.
See, I
when
just
his hands start
constantly be
working
moving
again,
when I
there's
talk.
a delay
That's just
in
how
his
I am.
emphasis.
Unless I'm
This
really
is referred
tired.
to
Even
as
then I still
mismatching
move.
illustrators.
Usually.
You can
It's
see
just
when
not
he
as
starts listing
animated.
the information about the games, which he's knowledgeable about. His illustrators line
I
back
hate
up.
how animated I am when I'm actually talking IRL.
I can tell you the game we played. What game? It's called Wii Sports.
Because I know it's weird and I don't even think about it. Like, I have to force myself manually to act normal at work and shit. You know how much of a fucking urge, and I think I've brought this up before, how much of a genuine urge I have to say boop and other things when I press the buttons on the fucking register? I'm pressing buttons, okay? Like, the fucking need in my brain is real, and it's just like that. But I'm weird if I act on that urge. I'm the weird one. Like, what? I'm doing my job. Yeah, you can tell that I'm comfortable around you if I'm doing or I'm just comfortable in general if I'm, like, moving while I'm talking, because that means I'm not really masking anything. It's like, yeah, you're chill, I'm a weird, fucked up individual, and I'm just vibing with you. That's why at home, if I had footage of me at home, number one, I'd be horrified. But if I had footage of me at home and, like, my coworkers saw it, it'd probably freak them the fuck out. Just because I am very quiet and reserved at work, because work time is for work, and it's not for acting comfortable or, like, how you actually are. It's just to get through the day and get paid and deal with social interactions. And then when you get home, around the people you're comfortable with, or chilling with friends that you're comfortable with, then that's the time to be normal. You're normal. Yeah. You fucking know it. You fucking know it.
Did you help murder Stephanie? No. Did you murder Stephanie? No.
Did you cause Stephanie to be unalive?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Right now, can you take me a step? No.
A
Bro, I
polygraph
want
should
that
be
computer.
a
That's a
single-issue
good
test.
fucking computer, dog.
Relevant questions should be short and direct. The examiner just listed off a sequence of 4 questions for Kenny. However, there was a problem with one of his questions, as the answer elicited was yes, while it should have been framed in a way that the response would have been no.
Now, the more familiar you are with your questions, you kind of have to determine whether you're telling me the truth or lying. So, what I'd like you to do is take some time, look over your questions. You may take me some things. And I'll be back with you in just 4 minutes. Okay.
Hey.
The atmosphere here
Oh, no. What? Reddit stories?
Once the detective
Reddit stories
returns,
be
the
wild,
actual test
dog.
begins.
I've
where
been
Kenny is
listening
given
to
the
I listen to random podcasts when I try to shut my brain up at night, or like to kind of keep me busy when I can't go to sleep, but I can't do anything else in the house because everyone else is asleep. And one of the ones I've been listening to recently, I think it's Smosh. They read Reddit things and they react to them. I could be wrong. It could be something else. I don't know. Yeah, boy. I might post in the Discord wow, okay. Wow. I might post in Discord recommended Reddit threads for me to read and check out on stream. Yeah, boy.
same questions.
And then I can read.
He doesn't change
and we
one
can react
single answer.
And go, what
even
the
when
fuck?
asked again in a different
Collectively.
order. The detective leaves the room to obtain the official chart results, but Kenny is left in an anxious state as he begins to fidget. He also yawns, possibly indicating shallow breathing due to a fight or flight response.
My God.
Okay.
I want to make it soon. That was a very random all caps question.
No, shit like this, I got
Like, what the hell? Part of the problem is, again, I want to get a chest cam or something to live stream doing cooking or something, because I feel like that'd be cool. But at the same time, I just kind of want to make it to try it. I'm not even gonna front. I could take pictures, or I can try to fucking record it on my fucking phone or screen, or use my camera on my phone maybe, and stream it on Discord, some shit like that. But I really do. I want to make the variety of them. That's the other thing. Honestly, bro, same. Fucking same. Absolutely same. I would love to just do cooking streams. Just straight up cooking. Cause I love cooking. I genuinely enjoy making food. My own eating patterns suck. I made dinner tonight and I haven't had dinner. Yeah, GoPro style. So it'd be on my chest. So you guys don't see me, but you see me doing things. You see my meat suit hands doing things, and you see the things in front of me. But biggest hurdle is getting a camera that actually works for that. Setting up with editor probably wouldn't be that hard. It's just a matter of setting it up. And then other hurdle to get over would be family members, because I'd have to set it up at a time where my family members will not go into the kitchen just for security and privacy reasons. Other thing is our kitchen looks like ass. So I don't know. That also has me going, should I stream that? Because it is ghetto kitchen. It is very much ghetto kitchen. When pussy cam, I don't know. Hey Wizard, what up, brother? How you doing? How goes the gaming, dude? Yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing here. Plus, our house is literally falling apart and has been for years. So, you guys wouldn't see it unless I pan it up to show you guys it. But, chunks of the wall need to be fixed. And the ceiling needs to be fixed because leakage has happened and other things have happened. And unfortunately, with my dad's back problems, the fact that my mom doesn't do much of anything when it comes to the house, and then our own financial issues, we can't exactly just fix up the house. That's what happens when you have a 200-plus-year-old house in the ghetto area. We just had a galaxy-wide war against an evil Whoa, that sounds epic. That sounds awesome. I mean, our house is livable. It's not. It could always be worse. The worst thing ever is being homeless. That's for fucking sure. And I'm grateful that we've had a place to live. But on that same token, you got holes in the roof. You got squirrels in the attic. It's annoying. It's very annoying, and it's something that I wish I could just like wave a wand and fix. But like, even if I did nothing but save up, it would probably take me years to fix up the house, and that's with me not doing anything else. Sadly, I missed most of the Empire because I was trying to build a super weapon. At least I got to doom like 3 planets at the very end. Nice. Epic.
This is a significant comment from Kenny because he's acknowledging that his response is going to reflect an undesired reaction.
My fucking points. What the hell?
All right. Well, Kenny, what do you think of on regards to the rest of us? There's Stephanie and all the audience and all that. Hey, how soon would you like to go to the books here?
Oh, what the
Any
fuck?
friends or whatever? Okay. Would you give it 10 minutes and I'll go do that. I'm going to go in and watch the show. All right. Is this the picture that's on the news? I don't watch her picture.
I mean, at least there's that, but oh my god. Oh no.
Because we gave the news a nice picture of the kids and my mom took it and like
well, perhaps that's the most recent.
They could have been because you just have to deal.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid the discomfort that Stephanie's picture causes him, Kenny initiates small talk
Patches
and
when he
sits
was
as
alive,
far
and
away
this is
from her
something that he did
picture as
throughout
possible.
almost the entire time
However,
that
when the detective leaves the
had
room,
him in our
the
household,
suspect decides to rest his eyes.
He would chew his
although they will
fucking
be wide
tail
open
and
in the
his
coming
front
minutes
paw and
as
his
the
one back paw until it
interrogation
was
is about
raw.
to take a drastic
And there wasn't like an
turn.
actual reason for it. We cleaned him on a somewhat regular basis. It wasn't fleas. He would just, and it's something he did his entire life. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? That looks painful. Like, we had to wrap it up a couple times because
Kenny's
we were like, okay, you
reaction to
need
the
to stop.
polygraph results is a red flag for deception. Someone who is telling the truth would be more likely to have a strong reaction to finding out the test indicated that they were lying.
What the
They
hell?
might become angry or offer firm denials. However,
We did
Kenny
not have our
doesn't even
dog
appear
on
to be
meth.
surprised.
No.
You used an alibi using several different people and not.
He still he lived such a long life, quite honestly. Like, we really were expecting him to pass years ago.
Put yourself in Kenny's shoes
Aw.
here. He's being told that
Yeah,
people
it's
are saying
easier
he's
with
lying.
dogs. It's easier when it's like on their paws, depending on where, to like wrap an injury or like a sore spot or something. And with that, you can't like put a cone on it. That doesn't help the problem. So that sucks.
Lying about his alibi. It seems most people would have a strong and angry reaction to being accused of lying about something so important. And yet he has almost no reaction.
I don't know. Like I said, I think that you treated me very, very decent this entire time. Okay. I don't think that you're trying to play me for a fool. That's not what we have over here. Okay. Okay. Good. You don't think I'm stupid.
No, I know.
Okay. Thank God.
The reason I think you might have said that, and I don't want to say this because I don't want to get you in trouble. So if I said something to you, you wouldn't like go arrest him.
No. Depends.
Well, then see, there's nothing to do with Stephanie or anything.
Okay. Having that said,
he sells drugs. So
If what he's saying is true, he would be anxious and rubbing his hands. God damn it, I hate this shit. God damn it. Yeah, do you always have a balding or bald? Wow, okay. Bro, bald, fucking bald. My eyes! That just immediately takes me to fucking SpongeBob, dude.
Okay. Like I said before, this thing's not going to drop your shit. It's not going to drop your shit.
Detectives trained in the read technique are taught that once the evidence clearly points to a suspect, they should minimize
not
the
wrong.
frequency
I
of the
am
suspect's
correct.
denials. This prevents the suspect from establishing confidence in their lies, as the more times they repeat something, the stronger they may hold on to their story.
There's just no way that if you're responsible or have a problem, there's no way that you're gonna walk away from this. Oh, I know that.
Except in the beginning of this, it said he got away with it for 10 years, so that's obviously a fucking lie. Man, fuck you. Oh, it's a pussy! Look at that pussy. Adorable pussy. Computer pussy. Look at that! Okay, I will watch it because
authorities
pussy.
have already uncovered critical pieces of evidence within the home.
Where's the evidence?
Still,
what is
he
this? How is
maintains
this
his
evidence?
innocence.
Was there blood in the sink? Ooh, that is kind of... That's a little
I
sussy.
don't know where she's at, but I haven't been completely honest. We did get in an argument that morning after she came back. And when I left, and I said I went back to work and stuff, I was just driving around going off steam. Then when I came back, my mom said that she was gone and that she was missing. And then I started getting worried that it was all going to point to me. So that's why I tried saying that crap. But we did get in an argument that day. What were you guys arguing? I went in to wake her up. She was calling and woke the baby up. And she said, God damn it, can't you just grab the phone? You know, and you're trying to sleep. And I said, well, God, if you're going to be a bitch about it, I'll just leave. I used the phone and let you call.
Kenny states that he made the phone call to his dad after he'd already called his place of work. However, his story is quickly falling apart.
I'm having difficulty figuring this part out. If you call your dad after you call work, how come the phone was in her room and she was asleep? I mean, and the reason you're having a hard time is because you're not telling me the truth.
God.
Listen to me, okay? Here's the problem. When a person recalls events, put your foot down, relax. When a person recalls events, it's a heck of a lot.
Okay, so one of my comfort positions is with my feet up, dog. What are you talking about? Relax. Deadass, sitting cross-legged is like one of my comfy positions. Although I have a lot of them, to be fair. Any of you guys do the thing, like, when you have a stool or when you have, like, a seat that doesn't have, like, a back to it, where you just fucking, you, like, kneel on the ground, and you just kind of lay your torso on the actual chair or whatever, and then if it's got fucking bonus points if it has a swivel to it, because then you can swivel it, too, and it's just comfortable. It's just comfortable, you know? That's your bussin'.
The detective slowly begins
Yeah,
to invade
boy!
Kenny's space
Alphonse
in
knows
order
what
to
the
instill a
fuck is
high
up.
sense of
If
anxiety,
you haven't done it, you
which
should do
seems
it.
to be
It's kind of
working.
like sitting upside down on the couch. That shit bussin'! Like, fucking legs swung around the top of the couch. Fucking head where your fucking legs would be. Bussin'. I still occasionally do that because I have a stool now. Well, I have for a little bit instead of a chair. Yes! Dude, I miss that. I would always get blamed. My parents would see that and they'd just be like, you're gonna break it. And I'm like, you don't understand. It's comfortable. You dangle your little feet over the one side. And you have your middle upper back on the other side. Bussin'. Yeah! See, you get it. You fucking understand the vibe. Yes! Thank you! Validated. Fucking validated. That's what I mean, though. I have a lot of positions that I find comfortable that, like, a lot of people are not kind about it. It's like, you don't understand, it feels good. Have you tried it? Then stop judging.
You're damn right.
Stop it.
And why is he lying about phone calls? You're damn right. Okay? Damage control. Let's go pick Stephanie up. Let's go get her. Okay?
I swear to God, I do not know where she is.
Kenny has just displayed a few cluster signs of anxiety.
He's getting, like,
The
backed
hand
into a
rubbing,
corner,
the
so of course he's
self-soothing face
anxious.
rubbing,
He could
the
be
shifting
innocent,
in the
and that would
chair,
still be an
and his
anxiety.
statement
Oh my
saying
god.
that he swears to God.
Oh my god. I'm going to put... I want to smack this bald man right on his fucking head. Like a fucking gong, dog. It's not even his fault, and I want to do it.
For borrowing her phone. You don't have a phone, I suppose, right? No. And what's she doing sleeping in the middle of the day anyway?
She just got home from jail. And so she was tired.
What do you do at jail except for sleep and watch TV? I don't buy into that at all. I don't think she had any reason to argue with you over that, over trying to use her phone.
It wasn't about using her phone. It was because I woke her and the baby up, and the baby started crying.
Kenny goes over the timeline of events once more, but the detective isn't buying it. As we will come to learn, his story is full of holes, and this will only be further confirmed by his mother when her account of events is later revealed.
Oh shit, we're gonna hear Mama? We're gonna hear Mama tell us what happened? God damn. How old is this man out again? I forgot.
Logical reason to do it. If we would have got a yelling, screaming argument, fighting, or something, the neighbors would have heard dead, sure they would have heard something happened in the house. No matter where we were at, downstairs, upstairs, vacuum door stuff, it wouldn't matter. The neighbors would have heard us. Okay? So
I think that's kind of why I'm glad that I don't have a webcam set up where you guys can see my face. Because other than looking like a potato, I just don't think you guys would appreciate the fact that I move around so much.
Very, very cold-hearted. People are going to look back upon this and say,
yeah, boy.
God, all that evidence, a failed polygraph.
Man, shut the fuck up.
He's still sitting there, not
he is doing his job pretty okay. This detective, investigator, polygraph technician, whatever, is doing a pretty decent job. I just don't like the job.
What has happened? You're still not telling the truth. Those children deserve
I can't move it. I can't move the fucking. I can't move the mic lower like I want to for the position that I'm in right now. This is so sad because I need to get a new fucking mic arm.
Talk to me. You're lying to me. No, I swear to God. You're not lying now.
I swear to Skype, Daddy. You don't understand. We argued, but that was it. I swear.
Nonetheless, the detective pushes forward and pleads with Kenny to give a truthful account before stepping outside to give the teenager room to think. Kenny takes the opportunity to close his eyes yet again. Upon returning, the detective asks Kenny for his father's cell phone number, as another piece of evidence has made its way into the light.
I don't want it to fall apart. Never mind, I fixed it. I'm awesome. Yeah, pretty much. He seems to be doing a good job, you know? I do feel bad for the kids in this circumstance. I mean, I feel bad for her because I'm assuming she got murdered. Let's be real here. But I feel bad for the kids because they lost their mom in a way that definitely did not ever need to happen, you know?
Supposedly, Kenny had a much darker side to himself than meets the eye. According to Lynette, he had a short temper, and his anger even became so amplified at one point that during a terrifying ordeal, he had reportedly threatened to take the life of his father's dog with a knife.
What?
Fearing that he may actually follow
through. You don't threaten
a
fucking dog. I'm
Doug
calling
took
the
his
cops
gun
on you,
and
bro.
Fired a warning shot, snapping his son out of the rage.
See, that's how you use a gun.
It was as though the teenager could explode at any given second. But the question of whether or not
you
he could
threaten
take
my
another
life. You
person's
threaten my
life
fur baby's life. I'll fucking gut you like a fish, dog.
You want to know what's going on?
They're innocent.
Right
You're not.
Your heart's beating real, real fast. Your head's spinning because you can't keep up with your own BS. Okay? My head's not spinning it. Then how come you can't keep a story straight?
No calls were made to Kenny's father from Stephanie's. Okay, so no calls were made to his dad.
Yes, I did. Not from her phone.
That face screams, Mom said no Hot Wheels. What the fuck? That is just what?
Where did I call from? It's your story, Kenny. You tell me.
I don't have any other phone. Hers was the only phone at home. The only possible phone.
You're not a hardened criminal. Stop acting like one.
I know I'm not.
Wow.
That's why I don't get what's going on, and I didn't do anything.
Is he gonna cry? See,
Act
I
like
don't
a
like the
person who
fact that these
cares.
cameras are
I
so
do.
shitty because I want to see
You
if a
care?
motherfucker's crying,
I
like
didn't
for
do
real,
anything to her.
like ugly
What's
tears.
going on,
Because to
Kenny?
me, that
Hold me
also
back.
lends
No, I'm
credence to
not.
things. It's hard to fake ugly
I
cry.
didn't
You
do
know?
anything to
You
her.
just lied to me earlier, but I'm supposed to buy into what you're saying now.
I don't expect you to believe anything I say.
Okay?
The only thing you guys are ever gonna believe me saying is that I chopped her up into little pieces and put her in a box somewhere. The only thing you guys will ever believe me saying though.
You did that.
No.
What the fuck?
There was any blood in the
You
house.
did that.
Wasn't any
No!
blood anywhere. There's no blood on any of my clothes.
You don't
There's no blood
understand.
in my car. There's no blood nowhere. I didn't
Yeah.
touch
Well,
her.
this
She
is an
was
older
fine.
case, I think.
Little does Kenny know
But,
that authorities
yeah.
have already found damning
I want that
evidence within
monitor.
that
It looks
small
buzzing.
duplex home. While nothing but Stephanie's cell phone had been missing, there was still a suspicion that a fight had ensued. In hopes to
I
reveal
love the
more,
cinder block
detectives
table next to
conducted
the
a
lawn
luminol
chairs.
test for blood in the bathroom,
Peak.
where they
Just
encountered a positive reaction around the backsplash of the vanity, the sink, both handles of the vanity cabinet, the
Wow.
toilet handle, the bathtub
I don't
drain,
think a lot
and
of
the
people
door
ugly
handle.
cry a lot because again,
Although,
for
as we
me,
will come to
ugly
find-
crying is like genuine fucking. I've only ugly cried a few times in my life, and they were for very legitimate reasons. You know, mostly from animal like issues, like where we think an animal's gonna die, because that's stressful as fuck, and I will ugly cry at that. Or like situations involving siblings. There's been a couple situations where they've gone to like the ER and I feel bad for them and I'm scared for them. And after my grandmother died, I definitely ugly cried. Although I think that's a different kind of ugly crying when you're grieving, you know? I feel like that's its own thing.
Find out, this wouldn't be the last pieces of evidence they find.
I would
What
never
the hell?
hurt her. I would never hurt anyone like that. I know the consequences. I know how smart the cops are. I know they can find anything about anyone, anytime, anywhere. They can find out anything. I mean, I know that. I would know there would be no chance in any way to get away with anything nowadays. I know that. I wouldn't.
This is more romancer
Aw,
behavior.
the Riz.
By stating, I
The
know how
fucking
smart
Riz.
the cops are, they can find
This
anything.
man has how
He's
much
trying
Riz?
to win
Not
over
a
the
lot.
interrogator and convince
Not a
him
lot
to
of
believe
Riz.
him.
We're not debating the fact that you had something to do with it. We know. What's up
It's
with the
fine.
date
I also do not
is
have a
how
lot of
they-
Riz. I
how
can
they-
make those
how they
judgment calls, you know?
Have you killed before?
I haven't never done anything. I haven't ever killed. Never.
Have a cat?
Pussy! Oh my god, that cat's adorable. That cat is also adorable and he's chunky. Look at that chunky boy! Oh my god! I fucking love cats, bro.
Hurt somebody? I haven't.
Last time I came close to
I didn't
ugly
touch
crying
her.
was
She was
after my great
fine.
aunt's funeral because I was not sitting next to my grandfather whose
You're
sister
gonna
was when he
leave here and
passed.
go look in your brother's
But
eye.
it wasn't until after that my sister was
And
sitting
tell me
closer
how
and
you
said,
did
yeah,
on the
no,
polygraph.
he was holding up really well until
You're
they
gonna go
started
look
playing
at
the
your
song. At
brother,
that point, he was
look
just,
in his eyes.
oh,
Go.
oh.
And tell him that every time you open your gap,
Chunky
it
boy,
was a
an
lie.
epic chunker.
You're gonna go tell him that. You're damn right he's gonna be mad. Why would I don't do anything to her? Kenny, there's more to the fight. No, there isn't. Yeah, there is.
No.
Hey,
I don't see why you smile. This isn't a laughing matter.
it's not. It's not. But
The argument was wow, nothing.
what we've got going here, I'm smiling because you treat me like a.
No, I'm not.
You treat me like I'm stupid.
No,
Like, I
I'm
want to
not.
know if he's actually crying.
I can already see myself.
When I heard that
but
being
I
said
didn't
by my
hurt
grandpa,
her.
oh
I
yeah.
didn't.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Why?
Kajit has wares if you have
okay.
coin.
I agree. The best way to
Aw, yeah.
would be to just give it up. Okay? You into cars?
Yeah.
Okay. You got a 1968
That was a fucking
Camaro.
jump. You into
Somebody
cars?
put the dent in the quarter panel. Just trash the car? Take it to the junkyard?
No, you
Then why you fixed it? So why on earth are you willing?
You don't know what I do and how irresponsible I am, motherfucker.
Something.
Why would I admit to something I didn't do? It's like you're throwing my life away.
Kenny, don't even start with that. We'll give you a crash course
You thought
in
it was Hot Wheels toy?
polygraph.
Shit.
Question number 5. Did you murder her? Oh, look at his blood pressure. Look at that.
I didn't touch her. I didn't hurt her. I didn't murder her. I already told you when you asked me that question, I jumped. Did you murder Steph? No. When I heard your voice, I kind of jumped a little bit.
3 times. 90% of the time, people don't have reasons to do it. They have no gain.
What the fuck, man?
I know that you number one.
What would be the point? Oh, let's just kill Stephanie and go to jail for the rest of my life. That seems like a good idea to do this morning.
You are a liar.
I don't see how you say I'm lying when all I'm doing is sitting here fine. I'm not moving. I might go like this or. I'm looking
what
straight
the hell?
in the eye while I'm talking to you. I know.
Is that what truthful people do?
I'm not saying that's truthful people, but I mean, I don't see what.
You're full of it, okay? You are a liar. That's the proof.
I love that he has the right to get up and walk out of the room
Kenny
whenever,
shares
but
the
he's
common
not. He's
misconception
just
that
sitting there
eye
taking
contact insinuates honesty. Many of us are taught from a young age to look at people, especially adults.
I don't like looking at people. This is again why I don't like these things at all. At all. I have to actively force myself to look at people's eyes when I'm like talking to them in the store. And even then my eyes still wander, and I know it's probably weird, but they're like, they don't care. Because I know if I just did not do it at all, then they would be upset or offended. Oh, in that case, you definitely wouldn't like Steve Wilkos. Oh, shit.
In the eye when speaking
I think I've
to
watched
them.
some Steve Wilkos clips.
However, unwavering eye contact
I think I just
can
like
be
the
considered
reactions in
nonverbal
the Steve Wilkos
communication,
show from what
indicating
I've seen.
dishonesty.
Like the guests are just a
The
trip and a
deceptive
half.
person looks for cues in the listener's facial expressions,
If it is what
gestures,
I
and
think it is.
overall nonverbal communication to see if their dishonesty
You
is
know what I
successful.
think is hilarious? The shows with the DNA tests. That shit is hilarious. I'm sorry. Because y'all did that to yourself. I hate trying to make eye contact. Yeah, I just feel awkward. And then I feel awkward when I look away, but I'm more comfortable when I look away. But I know it's not comfortable to the other person because then I'm a weirdo who's just like looking somewhere else while they're talking to someone. I like how eyes look. I don't know. When it's a whole other person, it's like, arrow.
As Kenny admits to being a lifelong liar, he might think that sharing this character flaw would make him appear honest and willing. In actuality, this is working more to reveal a core characteristic of antisocial personality disorder. Individuals with antisocial personality disorder can lie for many reasons, but it's primarily to manipulate others and get what they desire.
Again, part of it is a comfort thing, though, too, because I will, like, choose to stare down family members and stuff. But even then, like, when we're having, like, just cordial conversations, I'll still catch myself not actually looking at the person.
All right, then. Was you
What the hell? No, eyes look kind of awesome. I think I mentioned in the Discord, I've mentioned, obviously, on here, the whole my issues with dysphoria. But one of the things I do like about my body, eyes. Just to stare into my eye holes and be like, wow, that kind of cool, you know? Just kind of take the focus away from other things. Oh, yeah, interviews suck for that. Interviews also suck for the fact that you really shouldn't be, or you have to fight fidgeting as well. Nice. Like, I'm really grateful that the interview for my job was a short one, probably because it was a retail position. So most of the time, the person interviewing me wasn't even making direct eye contact with me, and that made me very comfy. I was like, okay, it's chill. It's whatever.
I don't lie when I'm looking right at it. Straight in the face. All the evidence is there.
I think it's funny, though, because when I'm watching videos and stuff, there's none of that going on. Like, when I'm watching videos, I actually like to look at people's faces, not necessarily directly into their eyes, but their facial features and stuff, because I like to see, and I'm curious to see how they react to certain situations, given what's happening. So it's kind of a weird contrast. It's like if my brain knows it's a TV show or a video or, like, body cam footage or whatever, I'm immediately drawn to it, but if it's